to get into my own. I didn't know how to get into my own chat tonight. Is anyone here with me, or did I lose everyone because I was late? I do I look like I was just taking a nap? Are my eyes crooked? Is anyone here with me? I'm. Am I all alone? I don't know if anyone's here with me because I'm late. I'm trying to pull my chat up. I'm trying to be professional. I don't know why I think everything's funny. You know, it's going to be a hell of a live if I'm already laughing. Is anyone here with me? I think there's no one here with me because I think everyone gave up on me because I'm late. I think I'm 3 minutes late. Would anyone be mad if I was 3 minutes late? Is anyone here? Oh, there. Oh, there. Look, everyone's here. You're never alone. Hi, Jason. Hi, Denise. Hi, Jacqueline's Treasures. Hi, Nikita. Hi, Charlene Allgood. Hi, Tess Hustack. Hi, Pistachio. There's my mama. Oh, thank you all so much for being here. I'm so sorry I was a few minutes late. A lot of times in life we need beauty rest. And today is one of those days. Are my eyes really little or is it just me? Um, it's coming, y'all. Hello, howdy. You're new here. Thanks for being here. Joshy boy, you're not going to want to miss this live. It is one of the most epic show and tells that I could give you. And yes, I am 100% back in the saddle. I am raring to go already. I am so excited. Terry Cover is here. I love you. Christy Easter's here. Jess K is here. How many people do we have? 43 people already. 19 thumbs up. Can I ask you all a question? And you let me know. Welcome everyone that's new here as well. There's a lot of new people. Let's see here. We can show that. So can I ask you all a question? Did it help you today that I set the reminder for the live so early on? Because with 48 people already here, 52 people now here, I feel like a total champ. You're gonna want to stay tuned. There are a few things I'm gonna show you that I didn't tell you I was gonna show you. Okay. Pistachio, thank you so much for being here. I love you. Hi, Janine Beeler. Welcome in, Squeaky Cheese. I love you. Justice for Julian. Hi. The reminder was good. Okay. And you said yes. Okay. You said yes. The reminder was great. Michelle Jewelry. Love Victorian. Oh, you know what though? Michelle, you know what I'd like to tell all of you is I hope you enjoy my advice. A lot of times I feel that sometimes I overstep my bounds with my advice. But after all, that's what my channel was based on, and education. I want to tell you, please just save up a little bit, and you'll be able to afford better as you go. I'll tell you, when I first started, I would buy jewelry for $2 and $3, and I would sell it for like 5 and 10. When I first started, I couldn't afford to put things into my personal collection. I just couldn't do it. Terry Cover, oh sweetheart, thank you so much for the super chat. You said love you and your videos. Terry Cover, I talked to you the other day on the phone. Did you feel famous? I hate that word. I absolutely hate that word. I dislike that word strongly. There we go. 66 people. Continue to hit that thumbs up. Where are you all watching from? What state or what country are you watching from? If we can start with that. I never want my viewers to think that I have forgotten where I've come from, and it's because of all of you that I'm here. And I truly, truly mean that. I was reminded of that the other day. I was on another epic phone call with another dear friend of mine who is here. And you know who you are, Charlene. So Charlene, I was on the phone with her, and she recentered me without even knowing it. She was so kind and so genuine, and I'm blessed by all of you. New Jersey, Western New York, Canada, Arizona, Ohio, Wisconsin, Illinois, Southern California, Southern Carolina, Paris, Texas. Hi Tash, welcome in. It's so good to see you again. New Hampshire, that is awesome. I don't have very many people that live in New Hampshire. Isn't New Hampshire little? See, I don't know these things. Isn't New Hampshire little, like on the map? Isn't New Hampshire like tiny, like a little thing? I don't know. I think New Hampshire's little. Transylvania? Really? Pistachio, that doesn't surprise me. Do you sleep hanging upside down? Jane, Jane and Tammy Bunny Zimlich from Michigan. I knew I love you. Loudonville, Ohio. Did you know that I just saw my friend Tessa's house for the first time the other day? I had to invite myself in. I'm just kidding. I didn't. I had to make her feel bad that I had never been in her house before. How's everyone doing out there today? 78 people. You're going to want to stay tuned. So I need you all to really put in, really load the chat with the word brooch, brooch. Load the chat with the word brooch. And I'm going to show you something very important. And let's see here. I don't know. Something got held. Uh, oh, Joshua boy, we can show that for sure. I love that YouTube is getting very protective of my channel, and not only is YouTube, but my own mother. Did you guys see her snooze someone in the last live? It's my favorite YouTube story after 2 years. Is that my mother, Mary Adams, who's the kindest person on the planet, handed some lady her own ass. I am so proud of my mother. I'm just so proud. Okay, so hi Moby, welcome in. Hi, Marie. Welcome in. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Okay, so let's go up here and let's take a look. So I need to see a few more brooches in the chat, and as soon as you do it, I'm going to show you something. Stale coffee. Oh, Mary, justice for joining you made my night. Snatch that wig, Mary. She did. It was the most bizarre thing, and I told Jeremy, and my mother laughed for 45 minutes. So my mom wasn't even in the chat. We were here the last live. We weren't even in, she wasn't even in the chat. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she swooped in because someone came for her son. You don't come for her son. I fair warned people before. She might look cute and innocent and adorable. Let's face it, she's a grandma now. My mom's a grandma. Oh, she didn't act like a grandma. She shaked off that whole persona of a sweet little grandma, and she scalped that bitch. I mean, she snatched that wig. I couldn't believe how fast that wig got snatched. And then my mom was laughing because she goes, you trolled that bitch for like 45 minutes after I did it. And I said, you're right, I'm going to. It's my channel. I'm going to defend myself. You're the one that started it, and I finished it. So it was right, guys? She is a superhero. Yeah, she was a nurse, and she comes from a place of kindness and light. And I've often talked about this when I've had my shortcomings with bad temper or inappropriate judgment of some of my friends. Like when I've done things wrong, my mom's been the first one to kind of redirect me. You know how mother cat like kind of corrals her kittens. She kind of like shows them the way. My mom has always showed me the way. And I'm truly blessed by that. Okay, enough of a long intro. So, do you guys want to see something? Okay, you put brooch in the thing. It's true, Tess. Like your nurses are kind, but only so far, and with like great exception. Hi, Nicola. Welcome in. Moby, thank you for being here. Hi, Larissa. Welcome in. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Yes, Charlene, it's true. It's true. But yeah, when you raise us that way, like be kind, be kind, be kind, but don't take it. So I thank you so much. And again, Terry Cover, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. So I know it's going to be reversed because obviously the camera's flipped, but if I flip it the other way, you're going to see my dining room and not me. So probably most people are like, hey, can we see your dining room instead of your dirty hands? It was $4,211. Okay. Oh, Jacqueline's treasures. All the super chats really do help, and I don't want to ever really ask for them because it's like not my speed. But I so appreciate the support and just you all being here. 82 people. Please stay with us tonight because when we get over to the light box here in just a few minutes, I think you're going to be really surprised. So, oh, Chupa Chaps. Yeah, I got a Chupa Chup. Oh, yeah. Oh, my word. Okay, so do you guys want to see? Are you ready to see? So it's $4,211. 4,211. That's what the retail price was. Do you want to see this? Are you prepared? Are you going to be okay? We can take this over to the light box and start with this. Do you want to see one of the most beautiful brooches? I saw this a few months ago, and it took me 4 or 5 months to do this. Are you ready? What in the world are we looking at? Solid 18 karat gold, angel skin coral, emerald, pear-shaped emerald, solid 18 karat gold, and those are all diamonds. Those are all out of the ground diamonds. And it is from the late 1950s into the 1960s. And wait until you see the construction. You know, I've talked about on my channel design, sensitivity, craft. I've talked about the issues of what motivates me to buy something, not a signature, not specifically stones. It's about the craft and the detail. This is completely hand constructed. This brooch is completely hand constructed. And look at the way that each little wire twist is completely hand soldered together. So that is one of the most epic 18 karat gold, emerald, cabochon angel skin coral, and diamond brooches, solid 18 karat gold. And look at the size and the quality, and look at the quality of the diamonds. The whole thing was so balanced. The whole thing was, it oozed Hollywood, it oozed sensuality, it oozed, I have money, it's luxury. It's luxury beyond luxury. And when you get into 18 karat gold, you kind of really get my attention. You know, it's something that, because I've been collecting jewelry for over 30 years, as soon as you get into 18 karat gold, you really turn my head. As soon as it's 18 karat, I'm like, wait a minute, you know, that's a somebody. You know, not everyone was using 18 karat gold. Yes, yes, Elaine, angel skin coral, very, very pale pink coral, and very revered by collectors these days. And I didn't do any filter on my phone. That's how beautiful this is. Oh, Mr. Inappropriate, thank you so much. I appreciate that. This is it's very uh top end, you know, it's top end designer. And then interestingly enough, did you see that the pin stem is platinum? The pin stem, and look how large the pin stem is. But when you see all these little, so understand this, as a silversmith, I can speak to you about this. I can give you this information. So when you're talking about 18 karat gold, they had to make the wire. So understand this. This is insane to me. They had to make the wire, and they had to twist the wire, solder that together, you know, as a wire, cut it apart, make the loops, and solder them all together. So each little kind of flower head has over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 pieces of 18 karat gold wire in this, right? So you had to solder all this together. But look what they did. They then had to tube set the diamonds in white gold. So we've got yellow gold and white gold together in the same area. It is technically a nightmare. It is technically very difficult. But you can see that construction. When I talk about cast and fabricated, some people took me wrong in the beginning. Well, a lot of people took me wrong in the beginning, and a lot of people still do, and that's okay. I like to explain myself. I said as an artist, I don't cast items. I said it was lazy. It's just a different process. It's very distant, you know? Casting is you make it in wax, you put it in plaster, you burn it out, and then you pour hot metal in. I want to fabricate things like my ring. I want to assemble things. 105 people, thank you so much for tuning in. It's because of all of you that I am here tonight. But I'll take this over to the light box and I will show you how this is fabricated. There's nothing cast. There's no cast elements. Every little tube setting is constructed. So if I missed anything, I'm so sorry. I got so entranced with that. And it was $4,211, but that is not what I paid. If you ask carat weight on diamonds, I can get into carat weight and diamonds as well. We'll do a whole video. We'll do a whole video about that. And thank you so much. Give me one sec. I have to have a Zen moment. I have to chill out just a little bit and settle in for the live. The items that I pulled out of Victorian collection tonight are really going to astound you. You are going to be amazed. I see a whole bunch of questions. When you fabricate a wax pattern by hand, does that not show craft, even though today Tess, it's not that I said that. See, everyone, like, I say something and then everyone they get like puffed up real big. I'm not saying you are, but like, they're like, is he coming for me? I'm like, I say like, um, the way I was trained after 6 years of being a metalsmith. And Nikita totally understands by $20 super chat. Thank you for the lesson. I don't think I did it right. I don't think I explained it right. Yeah, I don't think I explained it right. Oh, well, I consider it just distant and slightly lazy. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I was trained to fabricate, and there's a difference because like a quilt, okay? Like let me say it this way. There's nothing wrong with machine quilting. There's nothing wrong with machine applique. But with a quilt, it's a labor of love. And some people have taken the great task of hand assembling and hand assembling rather than machine stitching. I believe that hand assembling is a labor of love, and that's what I do with my work. So a very harsh critic of I'm a very harsh critic of the way things are constructed. That's all. And if people don't understand, I just go, "Thank you so much, Michelle, for saying well spoken. It's the first time I ever got it out right." And then people are like, "Well, you're a bitch," and I'm like, I can take that. I can take that. I just go like this. I just go, I can take that. I just think that casting is distant. It's I mean, it's amazing to put wax together then pour hot metal in, but very much so. I will say technically much more of a labor of love to assemble this rather than costume jewelry cast as one piece. Costume this would be all one piece of metal, and that's okay, but it's not what I respond to. I would not have paid $4,211 if this was cast in one piece. Did I get that out right? Or did someone not still understand? It's okay. And I'm not, what I like is when I like to say things, I don't yell because yelling makes you wrong. Like, well, I believe in this and this is blah blah, and you start screaming and elevate your voice, you're already wrong. I just stop listening. I just put my fingers in my ears and I go la la la. I'm not going to listen to it. I already said I'm not going to be everyone's speed. Oh, thank you so much, Denise. You explained it perfectly. Okay, so this is what I bought at here I go, getting lost. I bought this at the Midwest Holiday Antique Show. Does anyone want to guess what I paid for this? This is a jack-o'-lantern candy container. Does anyone want to guess what I paid for this little guy? I'll show you what the asking price was. Thank you, Pistachio. I just spoke for 75 minutes on one thing, and Pistachio just said one sentence. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Lori J, for reminding me. So Lori J reminded me that this jack-o'-lantern candy container, keep guessing, this jack-o'-lantern candy container is proof that if you eat too much candy, you lose your teeth. Lori J told me that I must piss my pants. Mm-hmm. Ivy Ribbon. Now you're cooking with heat. Ivy Ribbon said $600. And Ivy Ribbon, you are graceful beyond balls of steel for guessing $600. You're getting warmer. We're warming up. These are very, very rare. And look at the way this opens. Let me show you. Look at the way this opens. So this is an old candy container. Justice for Julian. Almost, sweetheart. So this was priced at $325. And it was priced at $325 at the Midwest Holiday Antique Show. I have never seen this version. This is all pressed paper. So this is all pressed paper. And look at the yellow and the orange. And this is going to be in my video from the Midwest Holiday Antique Show that I just recorded today. It's Germany and it's signed registered. So it's pre-war. It's pre-war. It's unbelievable. Yes, Ivy Ribbon, you just took the words right out of my mouth. You said looks unopened, pre-Western Germany. You are so brilliant. Where did you come from? Ivy Ribbon, where did you come from? Have you been watching me long? But yeah, it was $325. And I felt a splurge coming on because I fell in love with the face. And look how small, look how tiny this little candy container is. And doesn't it look like me in so many ways? I said to Jeremy, it looks like me as a candy container, because the eyes, it's up to no good. It's up to absolutely no good. And I really love that. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Oh, and I do have my original receipt, a pumpkin candy container. And this came from Penelope. I love this lady's name, Penelope Williams. So Penelope, if you watch this, she was in from Florida. So she came all the way from Florida to the Midwest Holiday Antique Show today in Ohio. I did one of the most amazing, amazing videos from there today. I have to commend myself. I did a good job. I stayed very focused. And I let the vendors talk this time. She is, yeah, Ivy Ribbon, how do you know? She said, no, she's been into antiques for 40 years in Michigan. How do you know she's from Florida? Ivy Ribbon, you're freaking me out. Do you know Penny? Her name, she goes by Penny. Golden Glow. Oh my God, wow, Ivy. So you just freaked me out because she is in Golden Glow. Oh my gosh. And Penny was like, she's beautiful physically, but she's beautiful spiritually. You know, when you deal with someone and they won't look at you, you don't want to deal with them. Well, she stared me down and she had eyes like icy eyes. Penny is my friend. She knows me. Will you please tell her that she made my day. She gave me a very steep discount. So it's 325 and she sold it to me for, and I can say, she sold it to me for 250, $250. And I was so delighted. I was so delighted. And that was my splurge. Can I show you what else I bought today? Now that Ivy's here, I want to show you what else I bought today. And Ivy is from Michigan. Yes. So I bought a whole bunch of the tinsel garland, and there's like a ton of tinsel garland in these bags. And this is getting harder and harder and harder to find. And I've shown you my feather trees before. Ivy, have you seen my trees? Do you want to see one that's right here? Since Ivy's here, would you all care if I show Ivy my one feather tree that's in my room with me right now? Would you guys like to? Oh my gosh, I know, Elaine. Kindred spirits are amongst us all. You just need to be present. Is it okay if I move you all? Okay, this is for Ivy. And this is for all of you, 119 people. Holy cow. How grateful am I that you all came over to see me. All right, we're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. Please ignore the dust. There is one of my feather trees completely loaded with antique feather tree ornaments. And I don't know if you can see it, but I do have my little moth trap set up because a lot of times feather trees will attract moths. So I have my little moth trap. There's nothing in it right now, thank God. But this is all made out of goose feathers. And there's art glass and art pottery and some statues and some sculptures. And there's a lot of art glass here, Roseville pottery. But that's for Ivy. These are all antique ornaments on my German feather tree. And that tree is about 28 inches tall. That's one of my smallest ones. That's one of my small babies. Let me move you back over this way. Is that okay that I did that? That I shared with everyone? Is that okay? I hope so. All right. Thank you so much. Eye contact is everything. I agree with you. Yeah. And then I was distracted when I was like talking about casting. I was staring off at the ceiling, looking for a teleprompter. I would not make a good president. Oh, I would not make a good president. But after all, oh, that would be a tough job. Whew, that would be a tough job. Toughest job on the planet, I would say, besides brain surgeon and nurse. So let me set my coffee out of the way over here. Let me set that. So that's one of the feather trees. There's German ornaments, there's spun cotton, there's mica, there's glass and wire. I just love some of the small feather tree ornaments. The smaller, the better. All right, this is some of the garland, and then we're gonna go over to the light box along 24 minutes, but this is some of the tinsel garland. And look how beautiful this is. And I got 4 bags of this. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, pistachio, I guess I would because like 50% of the people like me and 50% of the people don't. Yes, figurals are one of my favorites, especially in miniature, because they're so hard to find now. I really should consider joining Golden Glow. I really should. All right, so there's this bag, and then hold on, don't go anywhere. And then I did buy something else, but I don't want to show what I bought because then it'll be like a big surprise. When I do the look at how many. Okay, so I bought that one, and then I bought this one. I bought all the bags they had. Oh, thank you so much for joining, Jan. I bought all the bags of the tinsel, of the garland tinsel, and I love this stuff. It's like getting so hard to find in good condition, and I loved it. And these were, oh yeah, my friend Jody Carnahan was in Glow for a long time. Jody's got one of the most epic Christmas collections. He's the one that I take you to his house every year. Jody has the most epic of Christmas, and he doesn't put up a lot of his antique ornaments, but he has the Dresden, the cut paper, the Hubach porcelain faces with the little felted arms and the little spun cotton, and then the spun cotton icicles, you know? So, oh, thank you so much, Ginger. I appreciate you said that. You just made my day. These were $15 for a giant bag full, and it's in really good condition, not dry rotted. It was $15. The dealer sold them to me for $10 a piece, and I took all that he had. I bought every single bag because some of the tables I was going to, this amount was around $48 to $58 for that amount. So I'm going to bring some over to the Thank you. I'm going to bring some over to the Bully Run sales because this is getting harder and harder and harder to find. And I guess I should ask you all, would anyone that comes to the Bully Run sales on YouTube, would you be interested if I bring on some of my antique and vintage Christmas ornaments because I am going to downsize my collection? Would you at all be interested in that to help me afford more hair dye for my mean streak, for my beard? So many people told me today how much they love my beard. There were so many. This guy, he was like a big lumberjack, like a big scary man, you know, even though it's not scary because, you know, attracted to that. Look at Jeremy, you know, he's like a mountain you can climb. And so I was like, this guy came up to me, he's like, dun 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 dun, you know, he's like a lumberjack, big flannel shirt, like no neck. And I was like, oh, hello, you know, hello there, handsome. And he was like, I really like your beard. And I was like, huh? Like, you should have seen me. I was like, I saw puffy hearts. Oh, you all said you would like Christmas. Bring them on, Christmas, Cruella DeVille. It's true. This is my it's my Bonnie Raitt Bride of Frankenstein, and I call it the Mo Magic Beard. It's true. It's gonna be trademarked. It's a new trend. It's a new trend. It's the Mo Magic Beard. All right, I'm bringing on Christmas then. Would you all like to get into the light box and look at Victorian jewelry? Are you tired of me yet? Don't answer that. Are you tired of me? And Jess, thank you so much for still staying. I'm sorry that I couldn't find the right words earlier. I do apologize for sometimes when I struggle to explain myself. Is that okay? Thank you, Tess, so much. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Thank you so much. Thelma Thrift, thanks for making it. Please go back and watch because I covered some epic information. And Thelma, I saw that you were live, and then I went to your live and it was canceled. I was devastated. I was so proud of myself that I had time for you today. And then I went to your live and it was oh, thank you, Jan. And a lot of people had said in the last one, they said, I wish you would have chatted with us more. And I'm like, okay, what do we do? Do I show jewelry or do I chat with people? Which one do I do? I can't do both. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So this is the cross. Wait, let me think here. The cross of Christ is the order that this came from. I'll do a long thing. I'll do a long feed. I think I did a long feed video on this already on my channel. I've lost track. This is one of the most important pieces of very early jewelry I own. This is pre-Victorian. So it's pre-Victorian. And oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Hi, Purr. I didn't see you sneak in. Hi, sweetheart. It's good to see you here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It really does help the analytics, even if you just let me play in the background. So if you don't appreciate me, it's okay. I have days that I don't appreciate myself as well. So look at this, though. These are all rock crystal and paste. These are garnet foiled paste. So this is the cross of Christ. I forget how this whole thing is said. You'll have to forgive me. But I lose my words when I see this. So this is pre-Victorian, meaning Georgian. And I don't know if you understand how giant this is. You know, I don't like to put my palm in your face like so many people. They show you jewelry and they put their palm like this. Very offensive, extremely offensive, especially to me as a viewer. But this is a very large piece. And look at all of the motifs in here. So you have the quiver and the arrows, and then you have these flag medallions. This is a crown with three plumes on the crown. Look at those plumes that are bent over the royal crown above this giant and very proud and very lovely cross. Absolutely exceptional. And then you have these design aesthetics down here of the Holy Trinity, supposedly. This could be Holy Trinity, and then these that could be a Trinity as well. Look at the garlands and the flowers. There's arrows here. There's a laurel wreath here, and then there's a little I don't know where it went. Here it is. There's a little suit of armor. See this? See, there's another design element here, and these are all extremely early cut paste stones. Now, there are a few diamonds mixed in. There are a few diamonds mixed in, and this is one heck of an exceptional. And look at the back. You know how all stones now are open back set? Look at how this is all closed back set. All original, and all these little screws and nuts hold this together in miniature. Look how all these elements are then assembled from behind. Talk about a labor of love. This person, this silversmith, I should say, I don't know, someone got held again. Oh, thank you so much. I did get a chupa chat earlier. I got a whole bunch of chupa chats. I see them up in the corner. Thank you all so much. But what they did is they cast and assembled this, but look at how miniature the details are. This is circa 17. Here we go. People could fight over this all they want, but no one can tell me that it's not pre-1800. It is pre-1800. 1770 is the closest that we're going to get. 1770 is the very closest any historian will ever get. And I would love to, if there's other historians out there that don't agree with what I say, I would love to have you on my panel. I would love to bring you on. Thelma, this is like museum grade. And I don't say museum grade often, just as I don't use the word expert, because it drives me absolutely up a friggin' wall. But this is off the charts for true antique. And look at the early chain. Now, this isn't original, but this is a gold chain. And that gold chain is also pre-Victorian. Pre-Victorian chain. It does have some issues and some loss, but that is a pre-Victorian gold chain. But look at the scintillation of those stones and the fact that, oh, the cuts and the very earliness. So, huh? Jasmine? Okay, I'll see you then. Oh, Jasmine might be, she might be, oh, it's okay, Jasmine. You could have left it. It's okay, honey. I think Jasmine was voice texting her husband or somebody, or her son, or her daughter. So, Justice for Julian, no, I don't think this was a priest. I don't think so. I do have in my collection, I can go get it. Would you like to see the bishop's cross? Would you like to see? Oh, sure, Tess. Thank you for sharing your jewelry art perspective. I love learning from each artist's perspective on their art. Yeah, Jess, absolutely. Hi, Karen K. Hey, Karen K, I love your honey that you gave me. Stan's honey. Oh, hi, Eye Candy. I thought I saw you, but then I didn't think I saw you. It's so weird. The chat flies. The chat goes absolutely crazy. You want to see the bishops? Okay, let me go get it. And everyone, you got to stay put. 124 people. You can't leave me. You can't leave me. So now you're going to look at my boring background, but that's okay. And you look at the dust and the dirt. You look at the dust and the dirt behind me, and a boring folding chair. Did you say I snuck out of the film? Was that graceful? Can you guys tell me how graceful that was? Just lie to me if you have to. It's okay. All right, let me see here. Let me see here. You have to give me a moment because I forget what box it's in. Hold on. Y'all have to wait. Okay, I didn't forget. So, someone said to me the other day, they said, how do you keep track how do you keep track of your collections when they number in the thousands? And I simply said, just because, I don't know how to explain it, but when you, oh, anyways, I don't know how to explain it sometimes. I brought in 2 whole boxes. Was that graceful? Did you see how I plopped down? It wasn't graceful at all. Okay, so Bishop's Ring and Bishop's Cross. Bishop's Ring and Bishop's Cross. Like a truck driver. Joshy, you're not supposed to pick on me. That's Pistachio's job. I remember what was in here. But I have another one of these boxes. I got freaked out that I had lost something. But can I show you? Yes, very graceful. Well, apparently you'd be drinking because like a gazelle. See, Pistachio, she's allowed to pick on me. Other people, not so much. Where did I put that one? Okay. Oh, I remember. I remember this box. Do you want to see inside this box? Do you want to talk about Yogo Gulch sapphires tonight? The largest Yogo Gulch sapphire and seed pearl brooch, 1900. You guys can't leave me. 144 people. You can't leave me. Do you want to talk about one of my Fabergé pieces that shouldn't be out in my living room? Fabergé carved carnelian and mine-cut diamonds. Absolutely epic. Russian Imperial Fabergé. Insanely gorgeous hardstone flower that's completely carved and absolutely exceptional. You want to talk about that one? All right, hold on. You got to give me a moment because I want to show you something very important. Don't go anywhere. 133 people. See, people left. They said, I'm bored by this. Well, I'm bored by you too. We're tied. Rock crystal. Hi, Penny Howard. How are you? Rock crystal, amethyst, and diamonds. Do you know how complex that is to make? White gold, 18 karat white gold. I would love to start selling some of these pieces, but this is rock crystal, amethyst, and mine cut diamonds in white gold. I would love to be selling these, but see this one would be, it's going to be like 5,500, you know? I want to sell, but they're going to be up there. You know, these are things that I can't find anymore. But I want to start selling. Oh, this one. Do y'all remember this one from a long time ago? It's Levion, and you know that I don't normally do Levion, but I will do Levion when it looks like that. I will absolutely do Levion when it looks like that. I have to find, there's one thing I wanted to find that I wanted to show you. Oh, do you want to do this one? Oh, no. Look at this one. 18 karat gold and ruby. Definitely either Cartier or Tiffany. Look at that for 18 karat gold and ruby, and look at the quality of the workmanship. Those are genuine rubies, and look at the quality of that. Can you imagine strolling in somewhere with that? You don't need anything else. Well, I mean, you need a shirt on. You need a shirt and pants, or a dress. But 18 karat gold, I think this one in weight is like $4,000 in 18 karat gold. Some of these pieces, that's all I'll say. All right, we're going to get out of that box because we're going to go down a rabbit hole we don't need to go down. Do you see what I say about quality of like craftsmanship? Oh, baby. All right, let me look at this one really quick and let me show you 2 things in here. How's everyone doing out there? Shirt and shoes, no service. Well, you know what I'm saying? You have to, do you guys want to... Okay, so this is called a bishop's garnet. No pants, you don't have to in some places. This is a bishop's garnet. So this is a purple garnet. You know, everyone goes, well, garnets are red. Keep your pants on. Literally, keep your pants on. Garnets are not always red. They're green, they're yellow, orange, dark purple, raspberry, This is a bishop's garnet, and this is a purple garnet is what it's called. Technically a purple garnet. Definitely different than rhodolite. Absolutely purple garnet. 18 karat gold. And look at the diamond mounting. 18 karat gold. And look at that incredible diamond mounting. I mean, this one is investment all day long. Boy, people watching this on replay are going to be say, you know what? I wish I was there live. Well, you're here now. It's your own fault. Origin on that one, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say I can't go that far with you. Okay. But what I can go far with you is on this one. This one I had bought. This one, a bishop's garnet. That's the stone, not the ring. It's the stone. A bishop's garnet is the stone. Great question. Sorry that I missed that. And then check this out. Look at this. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack Storms, how's it going? Everybody, that's the world famous Jack Storms in the chat. Jack, I'm going to call you later on tonight. I miss you, my friend. Had a long day yesterday. 18 karat gold, completely hand assembled. And talk about artistry. Look at the diamonds and how internally flawless the diamonds are. Yeah, that's the real Jack Storms guy. I didn't pay for him. He's not a bot. He is my friend. He's been my friend now for a long time. And he just said, I love you, brother. Well, I love you 10 times more. I'm so sorry that I've been a bad friend because I haven't been able to call you lately. This is genuine Alexandrite. This is a genuine Alexandrite. So if I were to take this outside in the daylight, but it's not daylight right now, this is just fantastic. Oh, see, Jack is a bot. He said beep or beep. He did. He said beep or beep. He's not the real Jack Storms. He's someone I paid to be here. So he just plays Jack Storms on YouTube. Jack, I absolutely love you. You have been so good to me, and it's a true honor to call you my friend. Pokey. No, this was real out of the ground Alexandrite. Okay, we got it. Jan, it's hilarious. Edwardian lace brooches that are unbelievably beautiful. So incredibly beautiful. And Jack's going to come back on my channel soon, and he's going to do an epic live with me. We've been trying to. Oh, see, my mom said, Jack, I saw your latest video and it was fantastic. Jack, that's my mama. That's my mama. That's the world's best Mary Adams. So, all right, we're going to talk about the bishop's ring. This is mounted in 18 karat gold. And if you give me just a moment to go over this, and please don't ask questions just yet because I get a little overwhelmed in the chat and I feel like I've missed a whole bunch of questions. I don't want anyone to ever be disappointed. But this is unbelievably beautiful. So this is a natural sapphire. This is approximately 8.9 carats. So when you talk about a sapphire above 2 carats that's not color treated, you're getting into a category that is exponentially more expensive. And a lot of people that know gemstones know this. This is a bishop's ring. This was commissioned, I believe, in 1933. Let me look at the cross. Oh, thank you, Janet. I didn't feel like I was doing so great, but thank you so much, Janet. And everyone, please, that's Jack Storms in the chat. The Jack Storms. If you're not familiar with him, race on over to his website. He is the glass artist that, I've all said that I love old things and I don't like new things. I've said that I don't appreciate newly crafted items, even though I newly craft items. Jack Storms is a master of glasswork, and he just stopped in to say hello. That was so kind and so cool, and I do appreciate it. Bishop's Cross, this is from 1934. This is from 1934. The ring is from 1931 or 32, I think. It's inscribed on the inside. So this is the cross that was given to the bishop. Sterling silver, completely hand fabricated, and all of the, oh, thank you, Michelle, for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. So all completely hand fabricated. All the links are completely hand done, completely soldered together by hand. 138 people, 96 thumbs up, and a whole bunch of super chats in the bank. Hi, Carol, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for making time for me tonight. Thank you all for staying tuned. But this was given to him in his coronation. And there's all of the English hallmarks right on the bottom of the cross. And this is very thick sterling silver. So it would be considered a pectoral. So it'd be, pectoral. Very bold. But look how beautifully done it's executed so wonderfully. That it would go over the head and it'd be right in the center of the chest. Very, very, very well made. And that chain. Hi, Marilyn Framella. Welcome in. Hi, my something, Myrtle Parker. Welcome in, Myrtle Parker. I like your name. Very presidential. I like it very much. Check it out. So you have the oval links and the round links, and I consider that just a almost paperclip, but it's not paperclip because they're not all ovals connected. I consider all ovals that are hand wrought and connected a paperclip chain. So, and sometimes this is a 3+1, meaning there'll be 3 round links and then 1 oval. That's not a paperclip. Let's not get it twisted. So, but that is definitely one epic and amazing find. So this cross went with, oh, hi there. Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. All right, here we go. Now let's take a look at the ring. This is the bishop's ring, and that is a natural sapphire. Please ignore my dirty hands because they are really dirty. I was digging through Christmas ornaments today at the national show. There are crosses that are completely hand engraved on the side of this. And the ring light, we're going to take this over to the ring box, light box. We're going to put it back in the ring box, and we're going to go to the light box. That is a natural over 8-carat sapphire. Absolutely historically stunning. And the stone is very early. But what people wouldn't understand is, other historians wouldn't understand, that stone was taken out of an older piece. Follow me here. Much, much earlier piece, could be 1700s. It's got the table facet, a beveled crown. So it's all like one facet around, one facet as the table, as I try to explain myself. And then the pavilion is off center. The pavilion avoided some sort of damage over the years, a chip, an inclusion. They cut the stone slightly off center. 8.9 whopping carats, not treated, not heat treated, not color altered, natural out of the ground sapphire, 8.9 carats. Look it up and you'll be like, an 8.9 carat sapphire without history, not on a bishop's ring, and not in a massive gold mounting. The gold mounting is massive. So I'm going to take you over to the light box. Please don't go anywhere and please veg out. Did I miss any questions? Because I missed a whole bunch. The ring itself is 1930 something. The cross is 34. I think I said the ring is 31 or 32. I believe I said that twice now. But I think that it's 1931 or 1932, I think. But we'll double check when we get over to the light box. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Jackie Blue. Welcome in. Hi, Janet. Hi, Wendy. Welcome everyone in. 143 people. You're going to want to stay tuned for what's in store for you in terms of Victorian. Can we go over to the light box now? Is that okay with everyone? Cold coffee. Exactly what I needed. How's everyone doing out there? You ready? All right, let's go on over, and then I'll move my coffee over in just a minute. All right, let's do it. Enough of a long intro. I was only going to stay on for an hour. We're going to be here for a while tonight. So just stay settled in. Oh, thank you so much for saying that you've learned so much from me. I've just done it my way. I've done it differently. Hi, Lisa Loves Wins. Welcome in. I'm sorry I missed you. Deborah Barnes, I'm sorry I missed you too. Joshy Boy, thank you for making time for me. I know you're busy on Sundays. And Pistachio, thank you for always bringing me up. Thank you so much. And all right, we're going over to the light box. Let's do this. And by the way, it is freezing cold in Ohio right now. And I mean, it is freezing cold. So what am I wearing today? A squash blossom and a pistachio shirt. The squirrel, squirrels are my spirit animal shirt. And I must put you right up my nose. How did you know it was a bishop's ring? Because I have paperwork on it, and it was supposed to go back to the church, but somehow the family, it's a long story, but it was supposed to go back to the church, and then somehow, some way, it didn't work that way. All right, let me do this. Oh no, let me flip you around this way. All right, I'm going to put my hand over this so I don't get anyone dizzy. I don't want anyone ever dizzy at my channel. I'm the only one who's allowed to be dizzy at my channel, and I'm going to so graciously plop you down into the light box. All right. I got you down into the light box. Let's zoom in so you're not looking at my dirty floor. Did you all settle in okay? Is that all right? Give me one moment, please, and thank you. I'll be right back. And you know what I did say the other day? I said, I think the only reason why I get frustrated at the lives is because it's sometimes really difficult to give information, give my opinion, and show you things at the same time. So then I said to somebody else, should I just do one or all three in every single sale, in every single video? It's very difficult. All right, let me let you look at those three. I'm going to move over the box of Victorian jewelry. We're going to go through the Victorian jewelry, and we had other things to go over tonight, but unfortunately, we're not going to get to some things that are out on my desk because they're not Victorian. And I said this is a Victorian jewelry show program. So here we go. I'm going to set you up across the room. Let me take a look and see here what's going on. Okay, let me scroll back up. Give me one moment. So, okay, there we go. Oh, thank you. Jan, yeah, diagrams aren't going to happen. I need to sleep, honey. And I know you understand that. Don't have something. Right. I don't have my other helpers. Yeah. Okay, all right. How is angel skin coral defined or okay, it's by color. And a good question. Give me a moment. I'll get back to that in a sec. Don't let me forget that. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Don't let me forget that. Kim, it's based on the color of the coral. So it needs to be very, very pale pink. If coral starts to go more orange or more red, I almost said mo red. If it gets darker, it's not angel skin. Very, 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 very pale pink. If you'd like to see more angel skin coral, I can go get a natural red coral, and I could get you more angel skin coral, but it's based on color. So this is angel skin. It's a very, very pale pink. Angel skin is technically this color or slightly lighter. Some angel skin will go much more creamy color. It'll go much more off-white color, but that is angel skin coral. Now let me show you what I was saying earlier about cast and fabricated. Give me 1 minute. Hold on. Let me show you. Oh, well, that wouldn't be a good example. Hold on. Let me show you something. Boy, I wish I had something that was cast. I have things in my collection that are cast and assembled, but this is a really poor example. But let me show you. So this artist also completely fabricated this. Now, another artist would have, okay, wait, okay, let me show you. So this whole medallion here is cast as one piece. So all of these little diamonds are cast. This is cast and assembled, okay? Yes, undyed, completely correct. And while you can tell that is, see the white creamy here and see the pink here? This is undyed. This is natural angel skin coral. So great question from Kim Cooper. See that light banding? That is undyed, untreated angel skin coral. So that is not dyed in any way. And you can see that white kind of tip there, that is untreated angel skin coral. It is cut in cabochon, and these diamonds steal the show. Now let me show you. All completely hand fabricated, nothing cast. Every tube mounting, completely hand fabricated. This is a genuine labor of love. Imagine soldering all these little tubes together, carving them out to make 4 prongs, and then setting the stones. I've got to clean my hands. My hands are filthy. You're going to have to wait. I got to clean my hands. I can't stare at it anymore. My hands are dirty. Got to give me a minute. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. I so appreciate the love. I appreciate the camaraderie amongst each other. You are all so kind to each other, and you've made it an absolute joy to call my channel home for me for over 2 years now. So thank you, Janet, for waiting. 161 people watching me clean my fingernails. I couldn't look at it anymore. I said, this is not going to work for me. I need to take a moment to take care of myself. I don't know why I have to describe everything in life, but I have to. Now, this is, okay, so cast and fabricated. Now my hands are wet. Deal with it. This is cast. This whole element here is cast as one piece, okay? You can see that by the obverse. This isn't soldered together. This is all cast as one piece. This is another piece. The pin knuckle, the pin stem, and the trombone clasp is all pieces put together. All of these wires are soldered to the central spoke. A lot of people cast this in place. They would cast this in place and they would say, Um, I'm going to go I'm going to go the less labor route, and I'm going to cast all of this. This is all completely hand fabricated. Talk about graceful and elegant, and one of the most exceptional 18 karat gold diamond modernist brooches. I bought this for myself. I'd never put this in inventory, and I said, this is going nowhere. This is never going to be sold. I think this is exquisite. I think it is absolutely timeless. And I loved the original flip case. Anytime you get something in an original flip case like this, it's time to go gaga crazy. It's time to go absolutely nuts. And I said to myself, and this is an old case. So I like the deep knowledge you have about jewelry and the passion you put into it. Thank you so much for saying that. I may not be everyone's flavor, and I so appreciate you saying that. That was very kind of you for saying. This is not easy work. This is very difficult. This is 50s. Sorry, I missed the question. This is 50s, 1950s. Hi, Salatinio. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I didn't say your name right. Salantio. Salatio. No, I still didn't do it right. Sorry, I tried. I gave it my best. Thank you for joining us, but this is all completely every piece here. Do you understand what I'm saying about a labor of love? So let's take a closer look. Then we're going to get into Victorian, but every piece is soldered together and every wire is hand constructed. And then look at the way they set the emeralds and the diamonds, and that it was 18 karat gold. As soon as I saw this, I said, oh, I've got to get this. And then I left it for months, 4,200 and some dollars. You know what, Karina, you're exactly correct. It's got to be somebody. It's a leading designer. Do you know how many Tiffany pieces are not signed? Many. Do you know how many Van Cleef pieces are not signed? Many. Cartier, I think they were pretty strict. So it's a platinum pin stem for strength. Sometimes yes, and also not to put oxidizing marks on your clothing. So gold will oxidize, and then when you all know this, when you put on a sterling brooch on a white shirt, you'll have two little black dots. Like where the pin stem goes through, you always have those annoying black or gray dots where it goes through the fabric. Platinum does not oxidize, so it will not put little black marks on your shirt, but it is for strength. Great question. There's the knuckle here. There's the clasp here. Solid platinum on the back. I think this is exceptional. I think that is a true treasure. I was so delighted to get that, and I kept it from basically being scrapped. All right, let's look at the ring up close. Let me put this in here. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You can't leave me just yet. I'm just getting warmed up tonight, and I hope you all are okay with staying. I hope you're okay with staying put with me. I do need to plug my phone in, so just give me a moment. Is there a song, Give Me a Moment? Do you want me to start singing to all of you? I think there's like, give me a, and no, it's not going to sound like that, that's for sure. I just sounded like, never mind, a dog in heat. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's move this out of the way. Oh, see, I have to, people say, well, you're so distracted. Well, if you saw what was in my background, for my next presentation I have to get, I have like a bag of opals. I have like a bag of opals that need to be faceted. It's all rough. It's from Australia, and it's been with me a long time. I might actually donate it to the local lapidary. I don't know just yet. We will see. Oh, my feed's breaking up over here. Okay, let's plug this in without jostling the camera. Oh, 71%, but my phone's getting off. My phone's getting hot. Okay, let me take a look at the chat and answer 999 more questions. Stupid question with platinum, is it graded? No, it's not. That's not a stupid question. Jan, you'd be amazed at what gets melted down every day. Let's see. Gang, I love when he walks away. Reminds me of Mary Poppins. Try to make friends with pawn shops in your area so you can shop there, scrap something. The bag looks like, I don't like the word potch. There's people that throw the word potch around. No, that is actually, well, if you saw them up close, hold on, let's take a look here. No, that's incorrect, but hold on, give me a moment. Opal shy, so just give me a moment. Let me wet this one, and then we'll be talking a different story. Give me 1 second. I hate to wet this because they do say to not to wet them. There's a big thing about this now in the lapidary groups. They say about, well, anyways, I won't say what they're going to say, but no, the opal the in some of these is truly exceptional. So no, need to be really need to be honed down and finished. But there's an electric piece in here somewhere. Give me a moment. There's an electric piece in here. So, oh, you're looking at the tiger eye, and you're looking at the blue, whatever that is. I don't remember that. But hold on. You're looking at other things in the bag, and that's okay. Oh, let me look at this one. Hold on. Let's look at this one, and then you'll say, "Oh, I now I see what you're talking about. Why did I get the bag of opals? Why did I bother? Why did I show it?" Oh, just another diversion. Look at some of the opalescent, the blue flash in one of these, and it's not going to show on camera. The blue flash in one of these is just amazingly epic. And they might use this for inlay, but that's all like old stock, you know. Anyways, all right, that's off my desk. I got distracted. I should not have. Please forgive me. Let's go right in on this, and I'll show you the inscription. This was dated May 22nd, 1934. There are your export marks, and the size of this cross is just incredible. Now let's get into the sapphire ring. I'm not going to answer any more questions on the ring, but I am going to say that, let's see here. It is, oh, see you, Salentino something. Thank you so much for stopping in. Hopefully you'll come back someday. This is May 22nd to June 14th, 1934. It was inscribed to LP, who was the bishop. And this is, I believe this is 18 karat gold. Let me look here. Yes, this is 18 karat gold. And this stone is unbelievably saturated. Any historian would say, Jason, you are correct about it being very early. So we have one single table facet, and then you have that kind of beveled crown. So the crown is beveled. So there's just one big bevel that runs around rather than a crown that's faceted. So here is a table. These are my diamonds. Here is a table. There is the crown. There is the girdle, and the underneath is the pavilion. The pavilion on the stone is slightly off center, meaning they either cut through a chip or they cut through an imperfection inside of the stone. That is a gigantic natural blue sapphire in a very electric cornflower blue. Do you see the way the culet is off center? The center of the stone would be another millimeter or so down. But look at the way those facets are very unusual. The history of this stone is off the charts, simplistically fabulous. Solid 18 karat gold and magnificent. I believe this was appraised in 2015 for $9,500, but I forget. I said I'm not going to say Ceylon or Kashmir. No conversation there. But check out the way that that hewlett is off center. This stone had either struggled to be faceted originally. Jackie Blue, thank you. You just summed it up. That's why I wanted to show you this gigantic sapphire. What is the most magnificent part of this is a lot of times these are done intaglio, but do you see where that stone almost windows? There are chips to the stone, of course there are. Sapphire this old is going to be beat to hell. If you were from 1600, 1700, you are going to be chipped to hell. You are going to be mangled. You are going to be absolutely mangled. And yes, I love every little chip and every little abrasion across the surface. It only adds to that being a bishop's ring from 1934. These are always kept within the church. This is a very, very rare. It is English, absolutely. Very good observation. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Charlene Allgood. I appreciate that very, very much. Magnificence beyond magnificence. Okay, I've shared too much on things that are not Victorian. Let me get right back into this box. Please stay with me. Please don't go anywhere. I appreciate the support. I truly, truly do. I am super excited to show you some of the most magnificent of treasures. These Victorian pieces are going to knock your socks off. Now, Today, do you know what I was supposed to do today? I was supposed to unwind today. Today was supposed to be today was supposed to be my day off. Oh, my day off turned into frantic. My day off turned into I have to do a live feed tonight. So, yes, let's go. All right, here we go. We're going to get into this. Oh, I would absolutely sell that ring. Cowbell, it'd probably be around 15,000. I'd like to keep the cross with it, and I do have the paperwork on the bishop, but I don't, it's in my, like, what do I say, your file, but I would do like 15,000. And I wouldn't take a penny less. Give me a moment because here we go. This is what we're here for. So what I decided to do is make sure that this is going to be epic. Now, you're going to want to stay tuned. Now, again, these are normally not stored like this, so I don't want to hear about the bags and this and that. We're not gonna talk about that. Okay, what we are going to talk about is what's inside the bags, and I'm going to get something to drink. So, thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Mm. Boy, I need to wet the whistle. All right, let's take a look at. Oh, I remember this. People have said, "How long have you been buying?" And I said, "Oh, 30 something years." And they're like, "Are you sure about that?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sure about that." My favorite part of today at the Midwest Holiday Show, there was a lady there, and she was shopping. She's minding her own business, and I loved her, and I've known her for 30 something years, and I wasn't recording yet, of course, because I don't record, 99% of my life, and which is, great because I actually live it. I don't record it. And I was at the Midwest Holiday Show, and she said, "I've known you since you were 18 years old." And I said, "Yes." And she said, "I remember you from Steeplechase Antiques in Chagrin." And I said, "Yes." And she said, "I remember you from Steeplechase. You were always such a smart kid." And I was waiting for her to say, "What happened to you?" But she's amazing, and I forget her name. She does watch the channel, and she was so kind today. And she had remembered me, and she's like, "You were so good, and you're so good now." And she said, "I'm just amazed by you." And I said, "Thank you so much." It was positive reinforcement. Long story short, this is one of the early bags from a long time ago, probably over 20 years ago. And I remember this for very early cameo earrings. We'll find these and we'll talk about those. Maybe not tonight, but soon. Let me show you some of the more simple pieces. Oh, hi from Ireland. Is anyone here watching from a different country right now? If you don't mind, could you put it down in the chat and let me know? Hi, David Berkheimer. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining in. Garnet Cabochon, absolutely exceptional. Essex Crystal back with this faceted top. Absolutely amazing, amazing medallion that came off of a much bigger piece. Oh, wow, from Wales and from Canada. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate the love that so many people that aren't able to buy still come over to the educational channel. It makes me really happy. Australia. Oh, thank you so much. From the UK, are you serious? Thank you so much. This is a tassel off of an Art Deco purse, so this shouldn't be stored with my Victorian, but this is a tassel off of an Art Deco purse. Sterling silver enamel top, and this would have been the finial on the much larger bags. The enamel bags, not the enamel ones, I'm sorry, the mesh bags that are sterling. Sometimes they have an enamel frame. So, huh? Kim said something. I don't know what that was. Love you, Jason. If you could take only one piece from your personal collection, which piece would it be? You have the most pieces. Ew. Someone asked me that a long time ago. I have no answer. I can't answer that. There's no way. Have no way to answer that. I have a top 10 that I love, but I'll have to do a video on a top 10. I'd have to. Yeah, I agree with that, Jan. I won't say anything more than I will agree. I will agree with that, absolutely. I get in enough trouble, so I'm not going to say any more. Stewart, something, MV Stewart. Oh, you're new here. Can you all welcome MV in the chat? MV Stewart. Thank you so much for being here. A beautiful sterling silver mesh tassel. If you could all stay put, it would really help me out tonight. I know I keep asking, but if you could just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, I think it would go epically smooth, and I'd appreciate it. I kept this one because this is interesting. I think these were $1, and I'm not exactly sure. Oh, thank you. Karen K, I know, sweetheart, right? So I think these were $1. And I think, oh, here's the hook. So this is rose gold. It's not gold filled, that's actually gold. And then look at this gold fob with enamel. I think it was like $1 or $2. This is solid gold. This isn't plated. It's not rolled gold. It's not gold filled. It's not pinchbeck. I can say everything it's not. It's actually solid gold. Normally, that end cap would be soldered closed, meaning this jump ring. But that is solid gold. And look at the enameling, that gorgeous enameling. That's Victorian. A lot of people would say, well, that's more Art Deco. No, that's 100% Victorian. Would have went on hair work, and this was like not very expensive. So, oh, Elizabeth, thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I really do. Oh, thank you so much, Mama. Mom, were you waiting to zap someone? My mom was probably waiting in the wings to like snooze somebody. This was I forget if this was $5 or $10 or something dollars. Thank you for saying T-bar. You took the words right out of my mouth. I usually say toggle, but absolutely. So this was a very inexpensive. I forget what I paid $5 or $20 or something. This is solid 14 and 18 karat gold. And the tassels are in the wrong direction on the watch chain. So someone redid this, and the tassels are not where they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be much different configuration. I just couldn't believe that. Oh, Cheryl, I never did online, honey, but I shop Goodwill every day of my life. I shopped Goodwill the other day for the first time. I did a YouTube short there, which will probably air in like 4 weeks. And when people say, well, your YouTube shorts are out of sync with what you're doing live. And I'm like, you're right, because I pre-recorded I have like a month of pre-recorded shorts done. So the short that I did today what I'm trying to say is the short that I recorded today at the Midwest will air in like a month. And then people go, well, I'm confused. Like you aired it in June, but you were there in the end of May. Yeah, Einstein, I said it's like a month out, you know? This is 34 grams, 34.1 grams of solid 14 karat gold. So that would be like $3,400 just in gold. And I got this for like, it was less than $20. But this is gold. And absolutely gorgeous chain. Incredibly gorgeous chain. And I just really love this. I just think that this is one of the yes, Stuart, it's a show and tell. Hold on. Wait, what's going on? Hold on. Okay, so sorry, I got distracted. Very easily distracted today, and my shirt is totally truthful. Someone said they love my shirt today, and I looked at the guy and I said, "It's true. I've been hit by a car before," because it says my spirit animal is a squirrel, and he loved my shirt today. I got a lot of compliments on my shirt today, and Pistachio gifted it to me. So okay, so this is all gold, and these are all gold solder seams. I've talked about that 9.2 million times on my channel, completely soldered together. Gold solder seams, really epic. Great find. 34 grams, and I paid $20. I think like I'll make a profit of like that, probably make a profit of $3,500 or $3,600 or $3,800. Absolutely amazing. Oh gosh. Absolutely love it. Oh gosh. Totally love it. All right. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. And this is from the late 1700s without taking out the stone. Huh? Are you on a lag? I don't know. I wasn't talking about a stone, was I? Wait, now I'm distracted again. Oh, well, that's okay. David will catch up. I know he will. He's an industrious man. He will catch up. So this is Georgian, and this is a Georgian original, pre-Victorian on this by a mile. Turquoise coral. So here's a great. I don't know if Kim's still here, but if you are, great. If you're not, you'll see on replay, I hope. When we talk about angel skin, so these are not angel skin. Not almost and very close. So see how these are much more pale, natural coral. If you got a little bit lighter here, it would go into the angel skin family. I'm gonna hopefully do a video on my cameo collection. If you haven't seen the video, I go over coral in the one cameo video I did. I went over coral. It's very difficult to keep up with the demands of do one on sapphire, do one on emerald, do one on opal, do one on blue zircon again. Oh boy, requests galore. One person doing the job of 60 people. But this is from let's say late 1680, 1720, and look at the way this is handled on the back. Absolutely exquisite piece, and off of a much larger, likely what they call a stomacher, or a very large pectoral pendant or a stomacher brooch. The findings here completely replaced. This is absolutely replaced, soft soldered down and not original. You can see why they're not original. See how they're just tacked in place. But this is very, very early, extremely rare. All this chasing and repoussé on the back of these closed back mountings where the stones are. What I love is um, I love the sensitivity to design on these pieces, but the history of this being broken off of something much, much larger, and then someone over time taking the courage to say, I'll put a pin mechanism on this, so this can be worn as a brooch and be saved as a brooch. Value on this one, multiple thousands of dollars now. Multiple thousands of dollars. Mother of pearl. Definitely mother of pearl off of the pearl shell. You have a beautiful garnet that is foil backed, beautiful garnet, coral and turquoise. And look at how the green has oxidized over the 200 years. Look how the turquoise has oxidized. This one was much more of a porous stone, and the oils in your hand and perspiration and oxidation has turned this a very gorgeous green. But this was off of a much, much larger, more magnificent pendant. I believe I paid no more than $30 for this back in the day. The metal itself had always stumped me, but it is some sort of low carat gold and gilded silver. So we are into gilded silver, and we are into some low carat gold as well. So combination of gold and silver, and you can see the wear pattern on the bezel that contains that natural coral stone. So yes, these are absolutely all original stones in that as well. That's a phenomenal piece. I really love the history of that one. That one always just makes me very, very happy. All right, let's get into, and then you can see I'm going through my collections now. And I am doing a major downsize. Some pieces will be for sale and some will stay with me for a little while. I bought this in Milan, Ohio. There's a very kind of well-known show in Milan once a year. It was the Milan Antique Show, and I went there and I bought beautiful arrowheads, and I was going there to buy jewelry, and I only bought this single piece. This is gold. Let me make sure carat-wise, because I thought this was a little different. This is 18 karat gold. And look at the oxidation, because people say, well, 18 karat shouldn't oxidize. Yes, it does. Yes, it absolutely oxidizes. And someone can say, well, that's where it's soldered, so there's fire scale. No, 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 no. No, that oxidized over time. Where this touches the fabric and touches the hand, that's why this is more polished. This, where it doesn't touch the fabric or the human hand, has oxidized very drastically. Gorgeous pin stem, very simple C on this side, an absolutely incredible tube hinge, English for sure, a natural seed pearl for sure, and hollow formed. So do you see the little vent hole? Hey, Justin, how's it going? Oh, you said watching in the midnight bus from the airport, and you are with me. Hi, Justin. That's my very handsome viewer, Justin. I think he's in, are you in England? Are you in Ireland? I forget where you're at, but you're somewhere in the world besides the United States. Hi, Grace. Welcome in, buddy. Thanks for being here. So we're going over Victorian jewelry out of my collection. And if you don't mind hitting that thumbs up, I'd be so grateful. And if you haven't watched my video from today, would you please race on over? Ireland. Of course, you're a McCarthy. How could I forget? And you're adorable redhead. How could I forget? So thank you so much for tuning in, Justin. You are greatly appreciated. And look at the detail of the fingernails and the undulation of the hands. This is one of the most beautiful pieces. This is one of the most beautiful pieces of jewelry that is absolutely exceptional. No, this was never in a Sears Roebuck catalog. No, there could be similar ones, but no, this was definitely not continental US. This is definitely English for sure. Definitely English for sure. Not produced in the States. Not meaning that they didn't, in Sears Roebuck catalog back in the day, that they didn't sell imports, but most certainly that is English in origin and absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Hi, Kitty. Welcome in. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, this one. I bought this one for costume. This is Persian turquoise, so it is Persian. I can state that for a fact. This is Persian turquoise. Thank you so much for saying that. I know, right? The pearl's luster was beautiful on that last one. This I purchased for costume, and this is solid 14 karat gold. Look at that beautiful early C-clasp, and check out the tube hinge over here. Yes, this pin stem is original. They used a silver pin stem. Don't ask me why I wasn't there, but look at the 14 karat gold mark right there. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Oh, in the original Sears and Roebuck catalog in 1911. Yeah, but that's not 1911. That's Victorian. I don't know if you missed that, but that's from like 1880, 1890. So you only missed it by about 30 years. But that for sure is not from 1911. That's for sure. And do you want to talk about catalogs? So I love when someone, it's not like you're trying to correct me, but hold on. Give me one moment, because I think this is transparency on my channel. And I always back up, not my opinion on things, because people have opinions, and you know what they say about opinions, right? Well, everyone has one, you know? So this is from 1897, and I'm going to do a, let me zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom out a little bit. I don't want to get frustrated. So if you want to talk about history, let me move all this out of the way. If you want to talk about history and dating pieces, I don't just guess, you know, I'll never just guess on my channel. And after 30 some years in the business, someone could say, well, I've been doing it longer than you. Well, you've been wrong longer than me as well. This is Stearns Brothers fashion catalog from 1897. This is an original catalog. So this is all original. It goes through fashion and corsets and ladies' hats and bustle dresses. It also goes through jewelry. I have been knee deep in these catalogs for over 30 years. And what's magnificent about this is this educates us. This keeps us in check and very realistic. When it talks about the jewelry specifically and home adornments of hollowware and sterling silver and all these pieces, I'm going to do a flip through of these catalogs, but this is just one of many. The jewelry catalog I have is unbelievably complex. So when I date something like that hand brooch to pre-1900, you can bet your ass it's pre-1900. It's not 1911. I'm not fighting, because there is no fighting in jewelry, but I will most certainly correct misinformation. That's my job. It's my honor. It's what I do for over 30 years of my life. And that's why I've been asked to do national presentations on my collection. You know, so let's see what we've got here. It would just be amazing if there was like a little hand brooch in here. You know, it would be epic if I didn't read someone 1897 and then we'd open and there'd be a little hand in here. And then someone would say, yeah, he just printed one of those. Yeah, okay. It's totally falling apart and dry rotted, but I printed it 15 minutes ago. Some of these pieces here are very frequently found now. They're very frequently found and really amazing to find. You can still find these pieces today. I can't tell you how many times I've went out to the flea markets and I have found these. Let's take a look here. So I'll say this much too. So in 1897, right? It's 1897. Let's take a look at a match case because people call these Vesta boxes now. Well, they've always been called, since 1897, they've been called a matchbox or a match safe. And then people go, Vesta case, Vesta case, Vesta case. I say, stop with the Vesta case. It's a match safe or a matchbox. In 1897, when they were new, they were labeled a matchbox or a match safe. That's what we still call them. You want to talk about chatelaines. Chatelaines, no N in there. Chatelaine. I could talk about chatelaine collections all day long. I'm not here to correct anyone, but I most certainly will give you the most accurate information. Now, hold on 1 minute. Let's make this catalog come to life. Now, let me show you the other day. I went out shopping the other day, and I bought some amazing pieces. And let me show you. This was my lunch the other day because people say, "Do you ever take to eat?" Yes, I had Captain's wafers and Ritz crackers for lunch. And Jeremy was laughing at me because he goes, "What are you munching on in the back?" I said, "Nothing," and I had crumbs all over myself. I mean, I had more crumbs on myself than I had in my mouth. It was pretty epic. This is an Effie ring that I picked up. We're not here to talk about that. But what we are here to talk about, oh, Jason, is that a keeper for Jason? Ooh, girl, yes it is. Are you ready? So let's make this catalog come to life. Let's show people the truth. Okay, so let's make this come to life. What just happened? Look at how magnificent. How did I know what this was? How did I know that this was authentic? How did I know? Because I've done my research over 30 years. This is sterling silver. It is fully signed. There is another signature. This is a match safe. There is your strike. So you would put matches in this. It's a match safe. And then you would strike the matches here. They'd be strike anywhere matches. So did you see how that just happened? I didn't know that this was in this catalog. But what I did know is when I was out in the real world, I didn't use Google Lens. I didn't use AI. I didn't use somebody else's opinion. What I did was I remembered and I said, oh, see, wow, I see you actually have a real match safe. You are correct. But this is just at the turn of the last century. So someone would say, well, this is 1880. Well, it could be late 1880 into 1900. There's that grace period I've talked about on my channel 972 times. Time periods didn't punch in and punch out. Victorian aesthetic didn't say, okay, we're done today. June 30th, 1899, we're done doing Victorian design. It didn't work that way. Art Nouveau didn't start in 1900. Art Nouveau started in 1890. In different countries, it started at different times. Art Nouveau wasn't full swing in the United States until 1900, 1915. But in Paris, France, and in Europe, it started 1890. It's not like they punched in and said, we're going to start Art Nouveau right now, because the Victorian aesthetic movement was still doing things like this that weren't technically Art Nouveau. This is a Victorian aesthetic design. It's not Art Nouveau. But this is a transition from Victorian into Art Nouveau. This is absolutely English. This is not American. And that is one hell of a gorgeous match safe. And this was not inexpensive. This was $195, and I paid every penny of $195. Full tilt retail on this, I wouldn't sell this for less than $295, $3 1/4. There's no reason to. Very hard to find these days in this good a condition. Be careful, there are reproductions of this out there. Be very, very careful. There are reproductions of that out there. Be very, very careful. When you see a lot in one location, you gotta scratch your head and wonder why. Just be careful. Be careful. Be mindful. Do your research. So I think I did enough of a distraction there. Can I ask the chat, would you all love to see a flip through of these catalogs? Would you love to see a flip through of these catalogs? Oh, thank you so much, unbronzed Aussie Laura. Jackie, my music something. Okay, so thank you all so much. Would you like to see a flip through of the catalogs? Would you like to see, like, eventually I bring these catalogs on? I'll show you a couple other things The reason why I wanted to bring these on my channel is to help everybody. You know, my job isn't to correct people, but my job is to gently steer you on the right path. Isn't to, that's why I said I wasn't going to start selling on YouTube because, hold on, this is very fragile. Why I said I didn't want to start selling on YouTube is because I only wanted to educate on YouTube. I wanted to give you my information that I've learned over 30 years. Not very many of us out there, to say the least. I did zoom way, way out. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Oh, Thelma, I had no idea that you were still here. Wow. Thelma Thrift, thank you so much. Can you all like that on, can you please make sure that you go over to Thelma Thrift, the estate sales channel? Not because she gave me a super chat, but because she's exceptional. She's always, like I said, always been a steadfast supporter. And I tried to find her earlier and I was devastated. I couldn't find her. So yeah, you're going to see outside the light box. If you see my dirty shoes, it's okay. Can you all hit the thumbs up on that? Thelma, thank you so much. 160 people. Could you all race over to Thelma's channel? Let me see if I can grab that really quick. I want to do that because I wanted to do it earlier, not because she gave me money, but because she's friggin' awesome. And I'm going to take my time. Why? Because I want to. Thank you so much. And I'm not trying to like go to channel. Let me grab this and let me put it in the chat for all of you. This isn't easy to do, but I'm going to do it because I'm determined. I am one determined bitch. Here, I'll distract you with a Bakelite brooch that I wore yesterday. Let me grab her link. So let me copy the link. Okay, thank you all for your patience. So please write this down. Go over to Thelma Thrift, the estate sales. Okay, that's her channel. And I'm back into the live, and I'm going to drop this into the description. So there is her link right there. It says Thelma Thrift Estate Sales. She has sales on YouTube, and Thelma is the OG. Let's not get it twisted. Thelma was producing videos for well over 8 or 9 or who knows, 8, 9, 10 years before I joined YouTube. I think it's like 8 years before I joined. And no, it is necessary. I disagree. She is just phenomenal. And I love Thelma very, very much. And if you're into YouTube sales, would you please, yeah, people are going over there. Please go over to Thelma's, and I'll be here. So you can go over to Thelma's, click that link, hit subscribe. You will not be disappointed. I like she's direct. I like that she's kind. I like that she's loyal. And she is one of the most truthful people I found on YouTube. She is very classy, Joshi. I thought Thelma was on Facebook. I think she might be. She might be. So, yes. All right. She is a very humble soul. I'm learning a lot from her. I'm learning a lot from her. I'm learning grace. I'm learning patience. I'm learning to stay in my own lane, keep my head down. And she is just an amazing resource. I truly, truly love her. So, yes, she's on Facebook. And she said, thanks again. Thank you. See, Charlene wasn't subscribed. Can you all please go over? Hi, Jay Girl. Welcome in. I'm just giving accolades to the one and only Thelma Thrift, who is one of the most epic YouTubers of all time. And she started off with like jewelry jars and come thrift with me's. Very, very different perspective. And a perspective that I appreciate. I don't always appreciate different perspectives, but I absolutely appreciate her. And if I didn't, she knows I would tell her to her face. So Thelma, thank you so much for your super chat. Does everyone love this Bakelite brooch? I wore that the other day and I just thought it was so beautiful. And did you see the artistry in this? That they carved it from the front, they articulated the holes, and then look at how they carved this out so that they could get this very wearable. How they made this so wearable, and look at the depth of the flowers. I know there was, and this was only like $80, and to wear it, it would be positioned like that on you. So that's the way it'd be positioned. So this flower is kind of looking up at you, and this is kind of demure and looking away. So I love the directionalness of this because jewelry should accentuate your body and accentuate your face. And so this brings you up from, if you wore this on the lapel, it's pointing right up at you as the wearer. Jewelry should accentuate the human body. And it really should bring life to you. And this is very directional. It's very elegant. Late 1940s into the 1950s. A very large piece. Very well done. I so appreciate it. Okay, another few catalogs, and then we're going to go into Victorian jewelry. And thank you so much for bearing with me because I did take a side path there. For anyone wanting to talk more about jewelry, do not go anywhere because you are going to want to see this. You're going to want to see this one. This was sold as gold filled, and it's solid 14 karat yellow gold, and it is a locket. This is out of the Paige Palmer collection. This had to have been one of her husbands. I think she was married 5 times, and she acquired family jewels from all of her husbands. A very good way to build a collection. This is 1899, and this is McCall's or McCann's. I think it's McCall's. It is. It's McCall's. And look at the way that the outfits were so elegant. But what I loved about these catalogs is it shows these actual large plumed hats being worn, the tight collars, the kind of stuffed shoulders, and of course the hourglass corseted waist that so is very reminiscent and very indicative of the Victorian time period. Wasp waisted, very wasp waisted, very cinched at the waist, and then the bustle, and then the applique or the lappet, and then this incredibly gorgeous headpiece. And what I loved about these is the catalog surprisingly had colored lithography. And I think what I really love is what I loved most about this is that people say, "Oh, Victorian was black and brown and gray and drab and blah blah blah." No, Victorian had these very bold dyed taffetas and silks and fabulous, fabulous materials. How do I know that? Because I collected Victorian clothing from around I would say around 1999 through around 2015, and then I sold off my collection in 2015. But I had collected Victorian clothing for a long time, and I was very well known for it. Also, realistic photographs of these gowns being worn in real life. Talk about, and look how it says, the belle of 1863, and this is a visiting gown of 1863, and this one is the proper thing for winter. This was the proper attire for winter, this kind of fur-trimmed, probably ermine tail, the gorgeous, beautiful topper hat in so many ways, and then that flouncy excessiveness of the gowns. Look at me getting into fashion. I shouldn't be doing this right now. I should have stayed. I should have stayed in my own little lane and only showed you jewelry tonight. But I will be doing some videos on. I do have corsets in my collection. I was fascinated by corsets, and I think they're an incredible, incredible fashion accessory. I think everything has a time and a place, and very much so. I was infatuated with the corseting or the modification of the human body. And a lot of people frown on it now because it's very misunderstood. But I mean, look at what people do to their bodies now with plastic surgery, Botox, injections, liposuction. Like, we talk about that, and then I'm like, well, you're going to judge them? Probably. Stearns and Brothers fashion catalog from the fall and winter of 1897. And Brazilian butt lifts, 1897 to 1898. And I was very much so amazed by these in really bad condition. So I'm going to work on stabilizing these, but I'm going to do some flip throughs if y'all want to see eventually some of the flip these Victorian catalogs. Very unusual to find menswear in some of these catalogs. And more exceptionally, I know, right? More exceptionally, the things I say. And I wonder how, oh no, Lady Gaga wasn't wearing a gown like this, that's for sure. I don't think that bitch has an ounce of taste. That's just my opinion. So I used to really like her music, and then she literally went gaga, she literally lost her shit. I'm not a fan anymore, if you couldn't tell. This one is from 1900. This one is from 1900, and I really think that what was the most, I know, Wendy, right? Read between the lines on that one. This is from 1900, and what I so loved about these is, what a snapshot in time. I know, right? I'm just not a fan, I mean, please, come on. So, I don't know. What a statement that was. It was a statement, don't wear salami. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the statement was there, like, don't wear salami. I don't know. It wasn't a good idea. Not a very good idea. So I guess she's the queen of not good ideas. I'll probably get a cease and desist, but that's okay. I can handle it. Piano. Well, I guess well, never mind. This is amazing to see some of the accessories that were promoted in the back of this. Thank you so much for understanding. And then someone's going to come in and be a fan, and I'm going to say, you could be a fan of her. I don't mind. Start a channel, and then I'll come tell you you shouldn't be a fan of her. So I know, like, what a lunatic, there's something wrong there, what did they say? Something wrong? So my friend Linda Lee the other day, I was with her, and it was so funny because I looked at her and I go, is it okay to say something wrong? And she goes, I say it all the time. So, but she has such a good sense of humor. Linda Lee has been my dear, dear friend for a very long time. She helped Jeremy at the trailer today. Thank you for letting me take a little, what do I say? Yes, Lynn, yeah, yep. You said it, and I'll just agree. Look at the 14 karat gold front view line. Like many times, these are gold filled, but I'm lucky that I was able to find. Deborah. Yes, I won't say it, but we can show that. Hold on. Oh, someone else got it. Hold on. We can show that. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So check this out. Look at this for 14 karat gold. And thank you, Thelma. I got really derailed there for a minute. Thank you so much for letting me do that. You never know what's out on my desk. Someone said, you're so predictable. I said, stay tuned. Wow, really? Tomorrow is going to be, hold on. Tomorrow is going to be 34 degrees. Yeah, I don't think that about Ozzy, though, because I think that was like just a real stage thing, I don't agree. I think I wasn't a fan of Ozzy. Like, I didn't listen to it all the time, but I understood, I understood. 14 karat gold, lion front view. Look at the mine cut diamond in the mouth and the garnet cabochon eyes. And check this out. Look at the way that this is, it's just amazing. So I absolutely love this. J-Girl. J-Girl, don't get me started on that either. Yes, Wendy, agreed. But see the wear pattern here? The way that is, and you're all entitled to your opinion with it. I so say, please, you're allowed to say. Well, freedom of speech, that's what we were founded on here in the United States. I am definitely free to give my opinions. A lot of people don't like them, and I'm like, well, that's okay. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Ozzy was an act for sure. Absolutely. 100%. Look at the detail on the face. This is solid 14 karat yellow gold. Yes, I do love this one. This is solid 14 karat. It is signed here. Oh, wait, it's 10 karat. I'm so sorry. Solid 10 karat. So, oh, thank you so much, Dev something. I wasn't really understanding you in the chat, and I'll be honest, I was like so close to like snoozing you for a minute because I was like close to snoozing you because I was like, well, I hope I didn't offend you, by saying, but I have a great depth of catalogs, and thank you for saying that. You are so welcome here. Oh, Cheryl, oh, thank you so much, Dev. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that. Check this out. Molded glass and made as raspberries, and then these are low karat gold leaves, then gold filled. This is Victorian original. I've had this a long time, but do you see why the leaves are gold? See how they're soft soldered down? So the top of the leaf is gold. And then chased and reposade. You love this one, don't you all? I know. So I was going to sell this one on... Oh, let me zoom in for you. I'm so sorry. We're so far away. And Deb, thank you so much for proving that I always make the right decision. So... Oh, the chain is actually gold on that one. Hold on. No, the chain on the lion is actually gold. The chain on the lion is actually gold, and the pendant is 10 karat gold. Hi, Lasanja. Welcome in, buddy. Thank you for being here. I know, right? I know. Everyone goes nuts about this. So this was supposed to be sold years ago. Like when I do this, when you see this on one of my bags from 30 years ago, 1880 poured glass berry. See, I didn't know they weren't poured glass. 9 karat gold. Well, it wasn't 9 karat, just the leaves are low karat gold. And then I had it all measured. This was going to be listed on eBay. And look where it's at. It's still within the collection. So it'll be sold. I don't know exactly when or where, but do you see the realism of how beautiful this is? Oh, yeah. Yes. Dev, where are you watching from? Dev, that's what I have to call you because Deverandum, Deverandum, Deverandum. Where are you watching from, Dev? If you don't mind, maybe it's like a little bit of a language gap. Maybe it is. Hey, Dev, where are you watching from? Beautiful tiger, you adore it. Oh, thank you, Paula. It looks like jelly. I know, Jackie Blue. How's it going, Jackie Blue? How have you been? The stems are actually rose gold. Yes, low carat rose gold. And then some of it is gold filled. This is Georgian. It started life as a button, and then they converted it later on. They converted this later on, but this is Georgian, so it's pre-Victorian, and these are stones on the outside, and then a cabochon glass with red foil on the inside. Sterling silver, and they took the button back off, and then they soldered on the pin mechanism. So absolutely awesome. How are you all doing out there tonight? Is everyone doing okay? Oh, hi, two old guys. Welcome in. How's everyone doing out there? Is everyone doing okay? Oh, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much for the super chats. I'm looking up in the corner. Natalie, thank you for saying that. I have to get back to teaching. I was sidetracked by, drama and garbage on YouTube. Now, not so much. Now I'm focused. So when I say that these are strung on horsehair, people will say, I don't think so. Well, okay, you're right. I'm wrong. Just kidding. I'm right. You're wrong. There's the horsehair. And then these are wired on seed pearls on mother of pearl. And look how they did this in mother of pearl. And then this is Pietra Dura, a Pietra Dura stone on stone inlay. Genuine turquoise, likely some sort of pink coral, hard stone. Definitely not jadeite, but a green hard stone. And then an onyx base. And they cut out those little lines within the onyx, and then they inlay all of these stones. So that is mosaic, but it's called Pietra Dura. It's not glass, okay? And then when people say, they go, well, it's not on horsehair, it's on thread. No, 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 no. Don't tell me I know these things. This is horsehair. This is actually horsehair from the tail that is then woven on the seed pearls, and then it's stitched down. So all these little tiny, can you imagine the work it would take to drill out a pearl that small? They didn't come out of the shell with a hole in them. An artist and a craftsperson had to drill a tiny little hole the size of a hair. The size of a hair. They had to drill a hole in these. They don't come out of the shell with a little hole. So it's just amazing. Oh, you're from Indonesia. That explains it, honey. It's a little bit of a language barrier. You're from Bali, Indonesia. Well, welcome in. Thank you so much for teaching me to have patience and kindness and resilience, and to handle things in a professional manner at all times. I so appreciate you. And can everyone welcome Des in? Can you just put in Dev? Can you put in DEV and a heart? Dev, thank you so much for tuning in, all the way from Indonesia. Absolutely amazing. So you taught me something tonight. Patience and kindness goes a long way. Don't just say it, be it. That's what I've often said. Don't say namaste and welcome at and glitter and rainbow and unicorns and then go down a jar of gummies. Keep realistic and kindness and realism and patience. Dev, thank you so much for being here. You taught me another lesson, and I appreciate you for it. I love learning right along all side of you, with all of you. Gold findings on the back in 14 karat gold. And because of the damage, it was only $20. But I could easily restore this. And why? Do you guys want to know a little secret? So years and years and years ago, my friend, I was going out of business, and these are tiny seed pearls, not as small as these, but these are tiny seed pearls that I can drill and then use for restoration. But I have a lot of these tiny pearls within my collection, all drilled all the way through. So I'm going to try and do a restoration on this. And I do have horsehair. So a lot of my friends have horses, and they will give me portions of the tail hair because they know that I want to do restorations on Victorian seed pearl and hairwork jewelry. Yeah, Deb, you're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You really taught me something. You taught me to remain truthful to myself because, Deb, I was like, oh, I think I'm going to have to time this person out because, I don't know what's going on over here. You taught me. Thank you so much for being so kind. I really appreciate it. Thank you for welcoming Dev to the family, y'all. And the green necklace, I've covered this before. When I first bought this, this is Georgian. This is pre-Victorian. So we're back to the Georgian time period. I know we're vacillating between much earlier than Victorian and Victorian, but this is, okay, Mama, you're fine. I got it, honey. This is Georgian. So this is pre-1800. Maybe not by much. Hi, Carmen Ellis. I thought I lost you too. I haven't seen you in forever. And then Jeremy says, well, Carmen Ellis was just at our channel the other day. Carmen Ellis, thank you so much for being here. How have you been? And where have you been? Where have you been? And why have you been hiding? I hope you're okay. Oh no, Dev. No, it's no. See, I misread it again. So are you saying that steal the original horsehair from the Victorian era? No, honey. My friends, hold on, let me hold on. So someone says to me, they go, "Why do you always run and go get something?" Well, because I want to make it clear. So sometimes when my friends with their English horses, they ride English, is what I meant to say. The horses aren't English. They ride English. They'll take a little trimming of the horse's tail. They don't hurt the horse, but they'll give me all different colors. So I don't steal anything ever. But this is black horsehair and then white horsehair and then rust horsehair. And this is a very long portion of their tail. So when they trim the tail hair, they will send me a little bundle. And then they will say, I know you do your restorations. Go to it, Mr. Adams. Oh, I got it stuck on that necklace. Go to it, Mr. Adams, and do a restoration. And then I say, well, thank you for sending me a little trimming of the horsehair so I can do a restoration. So it wouldn't be stealing anything. So, but that's just a language barrier. I understand what you meant to say. You meant to say, would you borrow it from the Victorian time? No, I would borrow it from one of my friends. So, okay, so this is pre-Victorian, and now I got fur and horsehair in here. It doesn't matter. I have no shame in my game. This is Georgian. Initially, I thought that these were emeralds. These are not emeralds. They are clear quartz or paste. Now listen up. I haven't tested them yet. They're clear quartz or paste, likely paste, which is fancy leaded glass, and they have green foil behind them. The stones are not green. The foil is green. The stones are not green. The foil is. So that is, see how it goes transparent when you move it to the side? That loses all color because the color isn't in the paste. The color is foil behind. Completely foil inset from behind in silver. 1770 would be the best circa dating on something like this. Could it be Iberian Peninsula? The answer is yes. Do I know for a fact it's the Iberian Peninsula? No, I do not. Would you all like to see one of the most incredible versions of this? Would you like to? Thank you so much, Jan. Thank you. Yes, absolutely correct. Thank you for helping out. Oh, hi, reality something. I can't say the first word because YouTube doesn't like that word. So I can't say the first word in your name, but welcome in. Oh, thank you so much. Is this a type of jewelry? I don't know what that means. No, this would be very much so before Titanic. Very much so before Titanic. 150 years, I would guess at that point. 160 years before Titanic. So a lifetime before Titanic, but very beautiful for Georgian. The mixture of metals is silver, gilt silver, and probably some sort of gold. But I didn't test it because there's no reason to test it. You would like to see the other one? Okay, let me go grab that. If you could welcome each other into the chat and be really, really nice to each other, you'd be helping me out. Let me move this stuff over. I went to a gem show the other day, and I found some magnificent pieces that I would like to share with all of you from the gem show. And I hope I'm able to do that this week. I am running very, very late on my videos. So I appreciate you being kind to me and by saying, hey, thank you so much for all you do for us. All right, so this is in the center of a stick pin board. And the only reason why this is out of safety deposit, these usually don't live in my home. The only reason why this is out of safety deposit is I am doing a presentation on gemstones and the use of gemstones in antique jewelry specifically. Now, when I talk about museum grade pieces, you know I don't use the word museum grade loosely. I also don't use the word rare or one of a kind. It kind of drives me up a wall. This is rare, one of a kind, and phenomenal. Uh, it is uh, uh, unbelievable Iberian Peninsula, low carat, high carat gold, and ruby, not paste, ruby stomacher brooch. It's the biggest of its kind. And so you understand, here's my hand, and look how gigantic this incredible brooch is. Totally complete. Every time you see these, this whole thing is missing. This whole bottom portion is completely gone. I would say value on it 15,000 plus. 15,000 plus, and you can see on the back here, a completely closed back set, all gold, fully articulated. Everything is there, and look how early this is. The hallmarks are on the front of this. The hallmarks are on the front, and yes, that's what I just said. Yes, I did, Diana. I did say that term. Yes, I did. Uh, Look how large this is. Let me get a ruler so you understand. It looks very small. You know, it looks very, very small. I can promise you it's the largest you'll see. Museum grade through and through. Not because I collect it, because it's true. Just at 3 inches. So just at 3 inches, 3 inches across. And a whopping, let's do this. This is going to be 4.25 inches. 4.25 inches. 4.25 inches long. And these are all stick pins around it. And an amazing, amazing array of stones and gemstones, Victorian, Edwardian, Art Deco. Oh, this is one of my favorites. We could get lost in my collections for probably 14 years. Oh, this opal cameo. And people say they didn't do opal cameos. Yes, they did. And this is antique, mounted on gold. This is antique. That is an opal cameo all day long. Genuine opal, not glass, not a doublet. Opal all the way through and through. I could take that off of there. One of the most incredible, incredible opal cameos. Just very rare survivor to have the tip of her nose and that slight curl of her hair intact. And look, you get to see all the lint and dog fur. There's a Zeus fur. But you know, normally someone would say lint roller that. I don't want to look at that. Well, that's a reminder of a friend of mine that's now no longer with us. And I leave that as a reminder that my pets are still with me because it keeps me very grounded. I'm a different person. Maybe not right, maybe not wrong, but totally different. Amazing gemstones. Mississippi pearl stick pins were one of my favorites. This front view bulldog is all guilloche enamel, and I say guilloche because it is engine turned underneath. And then those little emerald or demantoid garnet eyes, emerald or green garnet. Beautiful garnet stick pin, wonderful mixed metal, a natural gold nugget from either the Alaska or California gold rush, like the California gold rush on this one, based on color saturation in my experience in 30 years. This is an ancient scarab. That is not a tourist trade scarab. That's an ancient faience scarab. Beautiful amethyst. And let's take a look on this side. Sorry to make you dizzy. I know that probably just made everybody dizzy. Amethyst Edwardian, absolutely amazing. Really, truly amazing sapphires. A lion face, another faience, very early ancient cameo. Essex crystal, seed pearl, and sapphire. That is hardstone made to look like a talon or a horn, but that is hardstone in the Chalcedony family. Horseshoe brooch, a little Limoges enamel dog. That was a gift. And then I loved the turquoise two-part sword brooch. I love it. And I'm so distracted. Let me look at the chat. I'm so sorry. Let's see here. Oh boy, what? Let's see. I missed 8 million comments. Okay. Let's see here. Glorious to pin. Speaking of dogs, did you ever something? Huh. Ridgeland Beagles there in Akron. I'm so in love with them. Carmen, I heard something about it, but I think there's only a handful that made it to Akron. I think like maybe 5 or 6 or 10 of the Beagles. Am I right? Am I right about that? That's one tray of like 14 trays. But we're not supposed to talk about stick pins tonight. Do y'all want to go back to Victorian jewelry? These are some of my more advanced stick pins. This is demantoid garnet turtle that's worth like $10,000. Do you want to go back to, do you want to go back to Victorian or stay with stick pins? I don't know what you all want, and I don't want to bore you ever. Do you want to stay? Do you want? Oh yeah. So Carmen Ellis, I think there's only 10 beagles that came into Akron, but I think they came to One of a Kind where I do donate. Did they come to One of a Kind Pets? One of a Kind is very close to my house, and I do a lot of donations there, but I don't put it on my channel because I don't need credit for all my donations. You know what I'm saying? I do it out of the kindness of my heart. I don't do it for street cred. So, stick pins too. I like stick pins. Unbelievable collection. Okay, let's take a break from stick pins. I'll leave them in the background so you have something to look at. And we'll go back to Victorian, which is what we were supposed to do. See, I ask you all for direction, and you're so kind to help me out. So, all right, let's do some more Victorian. Some pieces, let me see here. Oh, look at these. Look, I got distracted. So these didn't make it on a board yet. Natural ore and arts and crafts and a scarab beetle. And then look at what happened the other day. So do you know how, like, I try and stay very orderly? Are you ready to see what happened? I bought 3 stick pin collections. These are gold, these are gold, and these are gold. And I bought 3 stick pin collections local. And I didn't get them on boards yet, and I feel like a schmoo. But this is very expensive to do. It's not, it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do that, to find that many stick pins in that amount of time. And then I bought this one. I got very lucky. I bought this at Burton. It was priced at 150. My friend Marcia sold it for 70. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, please go over to my stick pin video. But this is a Mississippi Pearl, 14 karat gold, and a bezel set diamond. So we'll go back to Victoria now, but I got that for like 75, I think. And that came from Marcia Sweet. I've known Marcia since I was 17 years old. And she is one of the most beautiful dealers that I've ever encountered. I love Marcia Sweet. So I'm going to go back to Victorian. Thank you all so much for staying with me. Is there something in Victorian you'd like to see? Is there something in Victorian you would like to see specifically? Cinnabar toxic? It can be, yes. When it's made, the fumes of it are very toxic. Hi, Madame Tequila. So good to see you, my fellow lady man, wonderful friend. Madame Tequila, I love you. Thank you for changing your user ID. There you go, Dev. Yes, that you took the words right out of my mouth. It's the fumes from mercury. Not necessarily the mercury itself, but it's the fumes. Madame Tequila, thanks for being here. Do you want to talk about something that I love? Yeah, this is my personal collection. Yeah, but only a portion of it, like 1/10 of the total. But I showed another board of this, and then there's let's see here, 11 boards total, I think. And I started as a 16th board. So some are partial, but I'm real finicky on how I display them. Like there has to be a story. See how the dog is looking this way, and this dog is looking this way, and then the bee is going this way. See, there's like a story to like keep my viewers interested. A gold ore, front view dog, pilated gold snake, mine cut diamonds, garnet, seed pearls. I'm sorry, Mississippi pearl. I do have one with seed pearls, and this is the demantoid garnet turtle. Yeah, this one's very interesting. It's tricolored gold and silver. Very interesting bee brooch for a stick pin. And these were all originally stick pins, so don't get it twisted and say, well, they were remakes. No, 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 no. If they were remakes, they didn't make my board. Trust me, they didn't. So, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is hard rubber, and this is vulcanite, for lack of a better term. And this is hard rubber. I bought this for very little, like $1, $3, don't remember. But this is one of my favorite Victorian bracelets. Look at how someone only made this be a bracelet. Like there's no embellishment, no accentuation, and they riveted the hinge in place. So they put the hinge in and then they ran rivets all the way through and then tap, tap, tapped, hammered that in place because there was no other way to get that to fix in place besides hammer it into place. And then the hidden clasp, this is genius. And it's hard rubber. 1855, 1865. Very early. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, yeah, but I will sell eventually. Yeah, we sell on, let me show someone. Anyone asking where we sell on Tuesday nights on Bully Run Coffee. So I'm right here on YouTube on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you can see I don't promote the sale channel because I don't, it's not that I don't care here, but I want to share with all of you. And this May 26th at 6 p.m. is the designer time capsule sale. So you register at bullyruncoffee.com. We don't do international shipping. That's the only thing that we don't offer right now is international. Too many issues, too many problems. People saying, oh, customs opened my box and took all my items out. Spare me the grief. I've already heard it 15 years ago. So, all right, here we go. Let's take a look at this. Oh, what? You have seen these in a video before. Absolutely amazing. I bought these on eBay many years ago. People ask me, how do I source? Well, first of all, I hate the word sourcing. Can't stand it. I've never sourced anything. I shop, I hunt, I thrift. I don't source. What I will say is I was looking on eBay. These were listed as brass India chandelier earrings, and they were listed as vintage. Well, they're in fact 18 karat gold. They're French, and they're 18 karat gold, foil back topaz, seed pearl. They're not brass, they're not from India, they're solid gold. These are the largest and finest chandelier earrings I've ever seen. Absolutely outstanding and completely fabricated. Completely fabricated. Again, I'll say why I love this is a labor of love. That's all, not cast. Every little piece, the little birds, the wires, the canateel work, this incredible articulation, all the seed pearls on the finest of wires. And yeah, these are solid gold. And they were sold for, I believe back then I got them for like $217 or $317. Who cares? My bid was around 5,000. They were around $5,000. And I think the bid was like, I think I bid 52, 52.50. And because I was expecting a sniper to come in and try and take it away from me. No, it wouldn't have happened. And if so, I would have made you pay a fortune for them. But these are just epic and amazing. And it was very expensive. And every little pearl is there. Sorry, down on the bottom, but every little pearl drop is there. And these are Victorian 1855, 1865. Absolutely amazing. They do like they look like miniature chandeliers. Yes. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic. So, oh, thank you. Zambi, ma'am, new to your channel, loving your knowledge, wonder what your advice would be to a newbie hunter. What in specific would you like to know? I would like to give you advice, and I decided a few weeks ago I'm going to do a video on what I've learned, on YouTube, so I can help all of you that are new to it. This is epic. This is one of my favorite brooches in the Victorian aesthetic. Absolutely incredible, incredible piece. Look at that enameling. So what we're looking here at is glass enamel on silver, and all of these leaves are silver foil. All these leaves are silver foil, and look at the tendrils that run down and that bright punch of purple in the berries. To find this in perfect condition with no chips, no cracks, no nothing is an exceptional find. One of the largest versions I've ever seen. Truly Victorian, 1880, 1890. Very unusual. And look at that fiery red. Do you know how difficult this is to find? That's a showpiece. That is an absolute showpiece that I truly, truly love. When I say just amazing. How do you know real gold? Oh, God. Oh, we're going to be here for 12 days on that one. So if you wouldn't mind, I have done so many videos on how to tell unmarked gold, so I won't address that tonight because we could be here for like 42 hours. But what I would say is solder seams the way things are constructed. I've showed so many times, a lot of these tiny pins are not signed that they're gold. The natural gold luck nugget, no signature. The gold coin, no signature. You just know gold by seeing the solder seams. And I've talked about it for over 2 years on my channel. So Zambi ma'am, thank you so much for understanding that. Just go over to my past videos and I'll give you so many helpful hints on how to identify gold. Doing it for 2 years. See, there's no gold hallmark on this one. This is solid 18 karat gold. It is a stick pin. It's absolutely gorgeous, completely hand fabricated. And look at the enameling on the hilt of this, or the handle, and then the seed pearl hilt. I think I got that right. The hand guard, and then this beautiful, beautiful seed pearl enameled piece here. Look at the little enamel work on the handle, and look at that seed pearl, and check out how elegant this is. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. That's what I'm here for. I want to get back to my roots with my videos, and I want to show all of you how to identify things that you ask for. But yes, please stick with me. I so appreciate you subscribing. Thank you. So many new people here tonight, and I just truly want to welcome you all in and say thank you so much. Another pair of earrings that were not signed. I showed them last time, but these are gold. The tops are gold filled, but the bottoms are solid 14 karat gold. You can tell by color. See the color difference? Gold filled at the top, and then look at the color difference. Side by side, you can tell. Gold filled at the top and gold here. But don't be confused. Gold will oxidize. So don't be confused by that. You got to stick with me and let me show you. And then hopefully over, a certain amount of time, if you're watching the videos, I just do things different. Other people test everything. Other people gem test everything. Other people go crazy. And I'm like, that's why you're not going to be in the business long. Seed pearl and absolutely fantastic. Seed pearl and horsehair mother of pearl. But look at the horsehair that's run through here in these gorgeous medallions. So these are Victorian as well. I wanted to show you these. Yes, they have some thread on them, but that thread is just on the edges. But look at this. This is all seed pearl, horsehair, and mother of pearl. So they carved and pierced the mother of pearl. And then look at the way that okay, Jan, look at the way they put the horsehair like a wedding cake. And look at all these tiny little drilled seed pearls. This would have been a part of a much larger necklace or bracelet. But check out that layering of how they put that mother of pearl together, and they wedding caked that up in all natural pearls. Exquisite work, absolutely stunning. And I do keep a lot of the pieces and parts and components for restorations. So if I don't fully restore these into a pair of earrings or into two separate pendants, I will use these pearls off of this to do restorations. So I try and be the most conservative I can when I approach my what do you say, restorations. Let's talk about the fobs. We didn't get into these the last time. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see where my phone is for charge. Oh, we didn't get into the bottom of this box. Not even close to being done. There's probably another 200 pieces to look at. So we're not even close. We're not even close. There's lockets. I know a lot of you. We'll talk about lockets tonight. And then we'll call it. We'll go with, stay tuned for the lockets. Stay tuned for this. You're not going to want to miss that. I am so excited that you all decided to join in tonight. Thank you so much. Yes, correct. Right. Absolutely, pistachio. So these are some of my favorite fobs. They're not all of my fob collection, but these are some of my favorites. A lot of things in my Victorian collections will be for sale. This is epic. Look at the dog. Look at the dog. Isn't this just fantastic? That is cast glass. It is not turquoise. Intaglio carved down into the glass. Very, very cool. That is a brass or bronze mounting. Super cool. I forget what this says. I used to remember what this was, what this said. Um, Faithful. Oh, I remember why I loved this. Faithfully yours. Faithfully yours. And see how it's in reverse? So when you would wax seal the letter, the dog, the pointer dog, and this was used, you could see the heat fracture marks Those are heat fracture marks, but it says faithfully yours. Isn't that amazing? Thank you so much, Dev. It was a pleasure to join you. Thank you for your hospitality and your kindness. I look forward to visiting you again next time. Oh, good night, Dev. Thank you so much for teaching me to thank you so much for teaching me to slow down and to be kind. Dev, thank you for tuning in. And I should have assumed it could have been a language barrier. I'm so glad that you stayed with me. Thank you, Dev. It's just further proof that like I don't want to correct anyone ever, but Dev, you taught me a lesson. Bye, Dev. We all loved you. We all loved having you, and thank you so much. I learn, like I said, I learn every day of my life, and I'm so glad that I gave you a chance, Dev. And thank you. I'll say this, Dev. It's not always about me. Thank you for giving me a chance. Seriously, thank you for giving me a chance. I forget what this says. I forget what this says. So for everyone on YouTube that says I'm a raging bitch, only every other Sunday, twice a month. And today was not my day. Tune in next Sunday to watch a meltdown. This is some sort of cherub, I don't know, dancing with knives. Dancing with knives and playing with a ball. That was me as a 2-year-old. So this is an incredible low carat gold fob. And on a serious note, it is bloodstone. It is Victorian. And again, I don't know what it says in reverse. But do you want to see one of? I know that's the way I usually am. Do you know at the Christmas show today, a lady said to me, she heard me in line, and I was on one of my like tantrums. It wasn't really a tantrum, but as a grown ass adult man, it was like a tantrum. And the lady in line, she said, "You are the funniest person I've ever met." And I said, "Well, be my friend for a year. Got rid of me." Let's see here. This says crack without fear. So this says crack without fear. This is one of my most favorites. This was back in the day $40. So this shows you how long I've been buying. This was $40. And the person identified it that said crack without fear, meaning when they wax sealed this back in the 1800s, they would wax seal, it would say crack without fear, meaning when you would open the letter, you would crack the wax. And these are miniature. Yes, Janet. So it says crack without fear in reverse and script. This is a 14 karat gold reeded fob. And what I think is based on the aesthetic, it's English. And see how the gold is tarnished? So when you ask about unmarked gold, there are no hallmarks on this. You can tell this is not gold filled. Again, the solder seams indicate that. Those solder seams indicate that. And these top granulation, see how they fused the gold together? That is a strong indicator that you're into carat gold rather than gold filled. They cannot do granulation. And I mean real granulation on gold filled. It's technically impossible. How do I know that? As a metalsmith, it is impossible to fuse anything less than silver, silver, and gold, gold, meaning carat gold and real silver. There is no way to do that as authentic granulation. Now, if you see that cast, instead of real granulation, don't say I told you so. It could be gold filled or it could be silver plated. Anyways, I digress. Crack without fear, one of the most incredible fobs. Now, from the $40 I spent years ago, this one would probably be around $275 to $295 all day long. All day long. Very difficult to find these now. Very difficult to find the old fobs. I missed something about. Okay. I don't know. I missed a whole bunch of chit chat. I'm so sorry. Let's take a look at this. Oh, hi, Squeaky. Welcome into the chat, buddy. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Janine. I didn't know you were still here. This is one of my favorites. Let me hear. A lot of people say, do you have Halloween inspired items? Yes, I do. Okay. So, let's see here. All have their hobbies. Okay, here we go. So are you ready? This is one of my favorite fobs. Yes, this is gold. At least 10 karat, if not 14 karat gold. Again, the solder seams. See how this is soldered together? Very minimal oxidation. Look how they labored over this. And you can see the wear patterns. This is not plated or filled. You'll just know it over 30 years. You'll just go, okay, I don't need to scratch test it. It's gold. I already know the solder seams. Jason taught me well. This is very unusual. It says all, and then you go witches. So there's a witch on a broom. Okay. Whoops. Let me show you. So it says all witches have their hobbies. So let's zoom in on this. It says all and then witches have their hobbies. So when you wax seal this, it says all witches have their hobbies. Very, very, very unusual for a Victorian fob. Hardstone, likely onyx on this one. This is not glass. Large table again, and that little beveled edge. Absolutely amazing. Wait 1 second. Did you go scold? Yeah, breathing something. Breathing paint. I did go to yes, I graduated with 2 degrees, one in metals and one in photography. University of Akron. Graduated in 1997. And since you asked, I'll show you my senior show exhibition. There's one of my photographs. Sorry for the halo of a shark. That's a magnet on my refrigerator. It's been on my refrigerator for 28 years. I'm bad at math. 1997. So 29 years. Is that correct? For everyone likes to correct me. Monday, March 31st, 1997, 6 to 9 p.m. That is my design for my senior show. See how it was very whiplash and Art Nouveau. One of my favorite sayings: "He who binds himself to joy does the winged life destroy, but he who kisses the joy as it flies lives in eternity sunrise." William Blake. Absolutely amazing. So, 1997. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Phenomenal senior show. Phenomenal exhibition. Someone said something that got held. Let's see here. Someone said something that got held. Okay, we can show that. I don't know why they held that one, but we can show it. Okay, so all witches have their hobbies. Absolutely amazing. So, oh, really, Nicole? Nicole, something. There's a series on Netflix set in the 19th century, and all the lead wears is insect brooches and hairpins. You would just die. Maybe I would, but I probably wouldn't. I don't watch TV. I find it to be, well, never mind. I'm not going to say it. Let's do this one, but thank you. Maybe I'll look that up. There's something on Netflix. This is an epic duo. This is all gold. I bought this for like nothing. This is the fob and the watch key. So that is an old pocket watch key in gold. That is tracery enamel. Very difficult to find a matching fob and a matching key. I think this was like very $10, $12, just in gold. Let me tell you, just in gold on this one. You got to look out for unmarked gold. You got to be on the lookout. Look in jewelry jars. Look at auctions. Look at storage units. Look at Goodwill. Turn things upside down at the thrift. Touch everything everywhere you go. 4.4 grams. So around $400 just in gold value. $400 just in gold, and as an antique duo, probably more along the lines of 600 because it would sell for over gold value. But you got to look. You have to touch these things just because they're not signed and not marked. Again, we're all gold solder seams here. You just tell by the way things are constructed. I've been over that on my channel for over 2 years now, and so many of you. Can I ask you all a question out there? Have you all understood more over time about when I've mentioned the gold solder seams? Can you please let me know in the chat? How have I helped you? Can you please let me know? Hi, Merkelin. It looks like Merkelin Balmore something. Feeling history and amazed at the respect and artistry way back in the day. You said yes. Hi, Jerome. Oh, see, Jacqueline understood. Lasanja understood. Carl Ray understood. Thank you so much, you guys. Because sometimes I wonder if, like, I'm wasting my time. Like, I don't want to bore people. This is a citrine foil backed. Oh, Ginger, give it time, honey. Oh, thank you so much. I'm getting it now. Your knowledge, girl. Thank you so much. I found gold. I kept it. I've learned so much. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. So this is unmarked gold as well. A lot of these are gold filled or pinchback. This one is not. This one is at least 14 karat gold, completely hand chased and reposade. One of the fanciest watch fobs, Victorian, absolutely gorgeous citrine that's foil backed. Look at the way the citrine pushes and pulls that light. Absolutely exceptional. Oh, thank you so much, Coral Ray. Yes, I've learned much from you. I've never heard of one before. I started watching you. You're not wasting your time. Beautiful. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate the positive feedback. It's been days like yesterday. I looked at like I looked at my life and I took a step back and I said, I am so blessed and so thankful for so many things. And I just want you all to know that this means a great deal to me. Oh, it goes on the end of a watch chain. And I'll show you one of the good question. And here's a learning moment. You said, what is a watch fob? So a lot of times they're on these, I've talked about the hasp buckle. So this is a hasp. It opens up and the hasp will hold this to a buckle, and then this will go onto a belt. This will go onto a lapel. They will put it through buttonholes, but this is absolutely awesome. This is rock crystal. This one's very early, 1850 on this one. Very, very early. So you asked what a watch fob is. It normally goes on the end of a watch chain, and I have watch chains. I don't know if I have one out. Let me look here real quick, and let me show you. You ask, you shall receive. Let me look here and see if I have a. Well, see, this is a poor example because this has been redone. But this is one of my most epic finds over the last. I found this probably 8 months ago. This is solid gold. And of course, they didn't know it was solid gold because it had been replaced. So you could see the oxidation on real gold. Look at the way this is soldered together. Now, don't assume that when you see the style of chain that it's gold. About 90% of the time, these chains will be gold filled. About 90% of the time. The way this is soldered together, green gold and yellow gold, completely a gold. You can see where that has started to wear there. There's not a secondary metal. There's not a secondary metal that is not gold filled. This is all 14 karat gold. This enamel tassel is fabulous. So someone redid this, and unfortunately, the chain had been, let's see here. The chain had been shortened on one side. This used to be a slide chain. And then what would happen is the fob would be down here with a jump ring. So there would be a jump ring here, and then this chain would be toggled, one to a belt loop, one to the pocket watch, and one to the fob, meaning these are wax seals. These were wax seals. So there was like, this would be toggled to here rather than a tassel, but you can see the color difference as well. Not gold here, and 14 karat gold here. This I bought for very little money. Let me weigh this one. So this was an epic score. And a lot of people say, how do you get to be so lucky? It's not luck. I can promise you that much. A lot of times I have guides that guide me where to go. It's called intuition. It's something I was born with. 36.3 grams. So 36.3 grams of 14 karat. If we did simple math right now, it's probably right around $3,000 just in gold. So $3,000 just in gold, and worth much, much more than $3,000 because of the way the tassel is. These things are out there. You need to just go out and find them. These things are out there, and when someone places a clasp, you can tell that it's been totally replaced. Absolutely replaced all day long. Once they replace the clasp, the signature is probably gone, and you can see that this doesn't. See how this doesn't fit here? This ring doesn't go over this. This doesn't go over this. This has been replaced by a mile. Likely, the original would have been connected here, and then this would have accepted a locket or the watch, but this would have been here, and then this would have been the end of the pocket watch. I know it doesn't make sense, but to me it makes sense. Let's see here. Let me show you another thing. Let me show you another. Show you this one. Oh, here we go. So you asked about, oh, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, let's have a learning moment all together. So this is all 14 karat yellow gold. This is an original watch chain with the original slide and the rock crystal spinning fob. So this is rock crystal, completely cut quartz crystal, cut like a cube, okay? And so this is an original pocket watch chain, solid 14 karat gold, and this construction is slightly different. This would go on the lapel, this would go on the pocket watch, and this would slide through where the buttonhole would be, where your buttonholes are. This would weave its way through and fit through the buttonhole. So your little fob would dangle down. You'd have your little, this would go through the hole in the outfit, the buttonhole, and then this would have the pocket watch on it, and the pocket watch would go in the pocket. Okay, so this would dangle down outside of the outfit. And this slide is very epic because it allows free movement of you to move that pocket watch. A lot of times this would contain a penknife. They have the very small, let me show you a penknife. Because then people say, well, what's a penknife? Well, okay, let me show you one. Now, I do have gold versions of a penknife. Why wouldn't I after 30 years? But this is an enamel sterling silver penknife. So this would be connected to this. This would also go in the pocket. And then this one would be, I don't understand that. This would be in for the pocket watch. So this would contain the pocket watch right here. Okay. This would contain the penknife right here on this jump ring. I hate undoing these. The knife would go here, and then this would go with the pocket watch, and this would dangle outside. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know if it made sense at all. I tried my best. That was my best attempt. But this is all gold, and this was fairly expensive. I think back in the day, this was $900. Look how that's signed with the 14 karat. Very proud 14 karat gold. Oh, it did make perfect sense. Sometimes I think I need a translator. Like I speak a foreign language. I don't know. Sometimes I get myself in more trouble than I know. But that's okay. You know, you're all here for it. You all think it's hilarious. All right, let me close that up. There's another thing I wanted to show you off camera. Okay, so I got distracted, but I showed you how these fobs are worn. Can you all hit the thumbs up for me? I'm really lagging. I only have 169 thumbs up, and I haven't asked yet tonight. So if you forgot the thumbs up, if you could race on up, and if you're watching on replay, please leave a comment down in the comments section below and let me know how much you liked the feed tonight. I really do need the positive affirmation because this YouTube thing is a very tricky bitch. So it's a very tricky bitch sometimes. This is an epic citrine, foil-backed, 1830. This is much, much earlier, much more robust, late Georgian into early Victorian. So there's a transition here. Thank you so much, you guys. Yeah, absolutely. It amazes me how fancy. So let me show you, Cindy Hazard. You mentioned men's fanciness. The jeweled buckles, which I have a very large collection of Georgian jeweled buckles. People say to me all the time, were the men fancier than the women? Yes, actually. Yes, very much so. Where did I put the buckles? Where did I put my Georgian buckles? I have a whole container of them. Oh boy. Oh, you should see this box, by the way. I think these Victorian pieces, since they've been together for so long, I think they're having babies. I think they're having babies. I've collected Georgian shoe buckles for probably, let me put this one away. I think this is my favorite. Hold on. Oh, you know what, Zambi, ma'am, it hasn't gone away. It was really gorgeous men. Why did that go away? It hasn't. If you see me with camera up, yes, I look like a lumberjack, but I have a sense of style that is, I don't necessarily like the word flamboyant. I don't know. I don't think it's mean or degrading, but I don't necessarily love it. Thank you, David Berkheimer. I appreciate it. David, I think you're on a major lag. I think you're like an hour behind. These are Georgian, and these are only made for men. These are men's shoe buckles in black paste. Very difficult to find now. Oh boy, I would say a 1770 on this specific pair, 1770, definitely pre-Victorian by a mile, by an absolute mile. Thank you, Zambi, ma'am. I agree with you. I don't consider it flamboyant. I'm not really, I've been called much worse things. So if someone wants to call me flamboyant, I can deal with it. See how the hasps have been replaced on these, and these are shoe buckles. It is a matched pair. They're slightly different, meaning they're handcrafted. These are black dot paste. See how there's a little black dot down inside of them. If you look up black dot paste, such pieces are going for a fortune now, just an absolute fortune. I've collected these for over, I would say, 35 years. Solid sterling silver construction, and then this is all steel. So where these go on the shoes, but these are only made for men. These are not made for women. And by candlelight, let me turn the light box out. Let me do something here. I wish I had a candle to light, but I don't have one right now. Let me turn the light out. And then when you see these under low lighting, a lot of people wouldn't know to do this, but under low lighting, you should see the dazzle. It's not going to work because I can't. Maybe I can get the light in there. You should see the dazzle and the sparkle in very low lighting. If you reduce the lighting in black dot paste, they perform like diamonds. Can you imagine the man that walked into the ball? He would have strutted in, he would have found the finest woman of the night. And this man would have absolutely wowed her by the glitz and glamour of just what was on his shoes, let alone his jeweled buttons and his jeweled cuff studs. Would have been one of the most amazing sights, spectacular by candlelight. They didn't have electric lighting back then. Coral Ray, thank you so much for the super chat. It's people like you that continue to make my channel free and clear of any memberships. And I so appreciate when you have a little bit extra that you're able to donate towards the channel. Coral Ray, thank you so much, my sweet friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And can you all please hit the thumbs up on that? Let me see if I can go there and hit the thumbs up. And please hit the heart on it as well. And thank you so much, Coral Ray, for the super chat. I hope you all can you see the dazzle that these throw off in very low lighting? I don't know if you're picking it up on camera, but boy, oh boy, do these shine like diamonds. And they're just black dot paste. I'm going to turn the light back on. So if you're sensitive to a little light flash, look away. Look away now. Here we go. We're back in daylight. Thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate it. And for anyone earlier that missed some of the show and tell, I'd really appreciate you watching on replay. And anyone out there that hadn't seen my video today, please race on over and watch the video that I produced. It is a junk in the trunk hybrid. It's also the preview for our upcoming sale on Tuesday night, the 26th at 6 p.m. You ask where I sell. We sell on Bully Run Coffee on YouTube. We have been doing local sales as well. And we have quite the extensive inventory to get through. So more stick pins. We'll save these for the next time. We'll do the tour of stick pins the next time. So please stay tuned for some of the most epic stick pins. I think you'll go absolutely crazy. Let's talk about some lockets and then we're going to call it. It's 9:41, and I always owe my mom a phone call by, I always owe her a phone call by 10 o'clock. And I told her, I said, I'm not going to be on that long tonight. Look at me go. 2.5 hours. Oh, absolutely amazing. All right, so here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get this done. Now, there's going to be a whole bunch of dust and dirt in here. These have been stashed away for probably 25 years or more. A lot of these pieces I haven't seen. So this is like a fabulous thing of like going through old friends and taking a look at some things that I haven't seen in quite a long time. Oh, I forgot about these antique baby rings. And I have quite the collection of antique baby rings. So if anyone out there loves the antique baby rings, I probably collected antique baby rings for oh boy, I have to be honest, since 1990, 1991, 1992 was my first. And I didn't know what it was. It was like $1. And now it's like a thing for me. So I do sell them occasionally, but I think they're very sweet. Look at this one with the little diamond. And these are all gold. The Victorian baby rings are some of the rarest. And when you get into this for a baby ring, very difficult to find these days. Many of them have just been melted down because once the baby was, grown, they would reclaim them and melt them down. So it's very difficult. This is going to be around 1870. Solid gold, 1870. This one, 1870, 1880. Victorian and garnet. Another one that's very early Victorian. And you can tell by that applied stamp work that goes 360 degrees. Absolutely unbelievable. Love this very thin one. Now, sometimes, let's not be confused. In antique fountain pens, there's the space between I don't know what they call it, the reservoir, the body. I don't want a fountain pen collector to be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's the a place between the cap and the reservoir in a fountain pen. Sometimes there will be the little band, and it will be gold. And some people think they're baby rings. Okay, so sometimes they're not, sometimes they are. This one is, specifically with the way the gold is treated, with that beautiful design on it. This is also a Victorian baby ring. Look at the stations all the way around. Look how dirty my hands are. And then this one is 1900 into 1915. See how it became much more streamlined. Love the little rubies. There's a lot of these. I think this, yeah, this is a little sapphire. Look how tiny this is. It doesn't even go on my little finger. But look at how that is for a baby ring. I think I marveled at the fact that the miniature pieces, and then, for someone has to ruin it and they have to go, oh, didn't babies choke on these? And oh, just stop the insanity. Why ruin everything? You know what I'm saying? I just, people, it's like, oh, please just stop, please stop the insanity. And then I'm like, okay, well, enough of that, oxidized gold. And I kept this one because this is gold, but it is oxidized over the surface of the ring. God, my hands are dirty. I just think that these are so fantastic, and I love the miniature work. Okay, that was a blast from the past. Have I ever showed you those? I don't think so. I don't think those have ever been out on my channel. I don't think that was. Oh, absolutely, Thelma. Let's talk about today's parents. I would give my child a ring before I'd hand my child off to another parent. Oh, and thank God I didn't have kids because, oh, just thank God. I would have been so protective. I would have been so overprotective. My kids would have been, I think my kids would have been bullies. So, wouldn't they have an ivory teeter, huh? Well, yeah, they would have, but then people say, it's ridiculous what I've seen. The comments are beyond almost a point of stupid. Uh, Call it what it is. This is amazing for Art Nouveau, slightly transitional into Victorian. Um, I just love this. Uh, this, I don't know. I get lost in this one. I love this locket. I don't know if we have residents inside. I don't remember. No, we do not. We have the fitter rings. Uh, I would have been super protective of my kids. I'll tell you now, my kids would have not been bullied in school. I promise you that much right now. I'm very proud. My brother, he has a son now, and my mom had told me that his son was like, pushed the other day. It was during a sport, and he was like shoved, and it was a bigger kid, and so my brother just watched. My brother didn't say anything. My brother said not a word, and Joe skated right over to the kid and shoved him right back. If I was there, I'd have been cheering. I would have been absolutely cheering. I was shoved for 52 years of my life. Think about what I've been through. Think about what I was through in the 90s when things weren't popular. And I will say that I have been shoved, and you're damn right I shoved back. You're damn right I shoved back. I absolutely did. But I would have been screaming for him, and I'd have been like, you get him. You shove him right back. You don't walk away from that. My father taught me to be a fighter. My mother taught me to be a lover. My father taught me to stand up for myself, and my mother taught me compassion. You're damn right, Justice for Julian. That is Ron's grandson. My dad was the most patient and kind to a fault. And then he said, "You fight back. You don't take it. You say something, you say your piece, and you move on." And I have been living in my dad's legacy. And I'm truly blessed that I had two of the most beautiful, intelligent, kind, and patient parents. And I know that a lot of people out there didn't have the upbringing that I was bestowed, the blessing that I was given. And my mother is just phenomenal. I don't think she's here right now, but I'm so lucky. I'm one of the luckiest men on the planet that my mother has slowly but surely become my best friend. And she now has said to me, I'm proud of you, and I want you to always stand your ground. Don't you ever walk away from it, and you give it right back. And that's what I do. As a lot of people don't like it. There's been a lot of judgment on that with me. And I say, I do not care. I don't care. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say it, and we'll move on. sometimes without each other, and that's okay. I've often said that, please take this as advice out there to all of you. If you lose a friend over something, they're making room for someone that belongs to be there. And I truly believe this. It's not arrogant, it's not prideful, but they're allowing you room to have someone else enter your life. That doesn't mean they're wrong. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. It just means that they're not fit for your life. Think of it with a new set of eyes. Don't think of it as offensive. Don't take offense to everything that comes to you, and not everything deserves your best Oscar winning performance. Not everything deserves your all. Sometimes you quietly walk away and say, someday you'll get it. And I'm still learning. Sometimes I've been that person that I walk away and 3 weeks later I'm like, oh shit, I just learned something. I had that aha moment. I didn't have the namaste welcome mat. I didn't have the tie-dye shirt and the rainbows and unicorns. What I did is I dove deep. And when it hurt, I realized that I had done something wrong. Claim the steaming pile of shit that you've created and move on with laughter and light. Move on with levity and kindness. Just do what you can. That's all there is to it. And I sometimes, when I get late into these chats, I will say things, and all of a sudden I watch it back, and I'm like, I need to listen to that. I need to listen to what I just said. I need to take my own advice and to live a fuller life. That's all. It's just my perspective on things, and I was raised different. This is Art Nouveau, 1890, 1890, 1900. Thank you so much for understanding that. Thank you so much for understanding that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, absolutely, Art Rescuer. Yeah, Jackie Blue, a little counseling session. Don't take advice from me. I'm a wreck. Do not take it. I'm an absolute mess. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, wait, I missed. Hold on. I missed. Hold on. Reason, season, or lifetime. Yeah, I look back and I go, wow. I was neglected and suffered abuse as a child, but it made me who I am, made me stronger, and to be a good mom. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, Pistachio, thank you so much for the super chat. I got another Chupa Chup. Can you all please hit the like and the thumbs up? And please continue to like and hit the thumbs up on the video. Can we just get 11 more thumbs up? Can you please just give me 11 more? And then I'll leave you alone for the rest of the night. Oh, thank you, Charlene. Thank you. You gave me awesome advice. I love you. I have a very strong connection with my people here. And you all know, through experience, I have very strong connections with all of you. And I've found so many phenomenal friends on here. And, when I have those nights that I feel slightly alone, I'm never alone, and neither are you. So all of you out there that ever feel alone, you are never alone. You are never forgotten about. And if someone doesn't understand you, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. But don't let someone come for you. Don't let that happen. Don't let someone come for you. That's not good. You can see that this is gold filled. See the wear pattern on gold filled. So you can see that's not 14 karat gold, and it is on a gold filled chain. So that is on a gold filled chain. But look at that for like the Naughty Luna. Look at her. This is a Victorian Art Nouveau transition. So it transitions between Victorian and Art Nouveau. One of the most beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for loving each other, because that's really important to me too. Hi, Lynn. Welcome in, buddy. It's so good to see you here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Teresa, for saying that. Teresa, I think you're awesome, and I never thank you enough. A lot of you that I personally don't thank enough. I get like stuck on, I get stuck on some favorites, and I never want to play favorites on my channel. Teresa is. Yeah, you're all. Paula, you're just as beautiful, though. It takes one to know one. For you to see someone else is beautiful, look in the mirror tomorrow because, sweetheart, you're absolutely awesome. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. David, is Karen watching too? Naughty Luna. Yeah, Charlene, look her up. Sometimes she's slightly naughtier. Sometimes Naughty Luna is really naughty. She's kind of straddling the moon. So sometimes Naughty Luna gets very naughty. This is Art Nouveau style. I'll do a video on this. Let me see if I can get this open. There is a mirror on the one side. So this is a beveled and bezeled mirror, and then it's just got a little piece of velvet on the other side. So chasing and repoussé construction. I always thought this was sterling, and I learned years ago that this is not sterling. This is actually silver plated, and I learned. But see that distilled down. I forget how they say it. I'm not going to pronounce it right. Um, some people say Youngden style, Youngden steel. You'll hear it pronounced different ways. But of course, I'm from a cornfield in Ohio, so I can spell it for you. But it's an aesthetic movement like Art Nouveau. Some people say Jungden style, Jungden steel, Jun. Wait, no, I'm not going to spell it right because I'm not writing it down. Anyways, I'll do a video on it. And it's absolutely an aesthetic movement that's very close to distillation between Art Nouveau and arts and crafts. This is a glass stone. I thought it was amethyst. It is not. It is a glass stone, and I love this for a locket with a mirror inside. And then the last locket of the night, and I'm going to let you all go because I'm at 5 minutes at 10 o'clock. We only need three more thumbs up. We just need three more thumbs up, just three. And look at the butterfly fairy on the beautiful paste crescent moon and the stars on the sky. This had been one of my favorites for a very long time. Gold filled, and I don't know if anyone's inside. I'm not exactly sure. And when someone says, I don't like your nails, they're all messed up, I'm like, do you see why? Do you see why? But instead of criticizing my nails, give me a super chat so I can go get a pedicure and a manicure. If someone ever did a pedicure on me, I'd kick them in the face. I don't like people messing with my feet. I just don't like it. It's like, don't mess with my feet, you know? And kick you right in your jaw. Very unusual that this was not monogrammed and a very sizable locket. 1890. I don't know, 1890-ish. Did I hit? Oh, I did hit 200. No, I'm at 199. Oh no, someone took their thumbs up away. Can you put your thumbs up back? You split personality, you. Oh, so it is 10 o'clock. I'm at 199. Can someone else hit the thumbs up for me? I was at 200 and I think someone's split personality took one of the thumbs up away. So can you please put it back? Split personality Jones, whoever you are. They liked me for 3 minutes, then I talked and they said I don't like him now. David Berkheimer, are you serious? See, I don't want a thumbs up anymore, I just want money. So David Berkheimer, thank you so much. David Berkheimer, you always come through for me. Every single time, you always come through for me. Oh, thank you so much for the generous super chat. I so appreciate you. And yes, in the next live, maybe we'll do some, let me take a poll really quick. What would you like to see in the next live? What would you like to see? Do you want to talk about Art Nouveau? Would you like to talk about Brutalist, like more modern pieces? What would you like for the next live? And maybe what I'll do is, please put it in now or in the description later. What would you like to see? Would you like to see more modern pieces? Would you like to see older pieces? Would you like to see clothing buttons? What would you like to see on Thursday? Oh, thank you so much, Charlene. You helped me out so much the other day. Art Nouveau, restorations, diamonds, amber. Okay. Brutalist. I really want to go Brutalist. I really do. I really want to go Brutalist, but I don't know. Art Nouveau always. I know. All right. Well, for Thursday night, I'm going to surprise you all. But I'm going to. Oh, yeah. Hi, Super. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. You'll watch all again. Oh, you can't wait until I'm in the studio. Oh, you should see some of the things I'm working on. I can't show you right now. I was going to show you. It's right in front of me. I'm staring at it right now. I so want to show you, but I can't. I have to save a surprise. Brutalist. Oh, thank you so much, Paul, for saying that. Pieces that we think are one thing but aren't. Oh, Jackie Blue. Yes. Catherine Lamantia, I didn't know you were here. My spidey senses didn't tell me you were here. Okay, I got to 200. I don't need you anymore. I'm just kidding. So can you imagine? Like other YouTubers. All right, I got to 200 thumbs up. Good night. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much, you guys. I don't know buttons. I know. You should see Katrina. I know, right? I hit it. Oh, I'm at 2:01. Good night, everyone. Good night. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? Um, and someone gifted me the most amazing honey. Stan's honey that was from Karen K. This is in Medina Township. If you all need any sort of honey, Stan's Bees honey is delicious. And I cracked this baby open the other day, and look how much I put on one bagel. I put like 3 teaspoons on one bagel. I felt like a bee. What can I say? I mean, I felt like a real bitch. Oh, Edwardian? Oh, yeah, let's do Edwardian. Native American. Oh, buttons I made. Yeah, a whole card of those. I could show you those now. Random active hugs. Where have you been hiding? I haven't seen you in forever. Well, thank you all so much. Do you have any other questions, though? Oh, Tiffany and Art Nouveau. Hi, Brian. Welcome in. Love your photograph. Absolutely love your photograph. Brian, if we were in high school together, I would have been friends with you. I can already tell you that. And then you would have probably defended me when I ran my mouth. Brian would have had to come to my aid when I'd start with like a football player, like I'd badmouth a football player, and Brian would have to come defend me. At least that's what I can tell by your picture. But I would have said something like really demeaning to like the prom king, and then I would have said it, and then I would have had to have run, and then Brian would have had to have like defended me. So I'm just painting a picture that probably wouldn't be true, but but it's true. So. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you. I have to help my special needs brother. Oh, absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Elizabeth, for being here. One question. Did you vacuum up Jeremy's car? Oh, Katrina, that's a good question. Katrina, that's a good question. Um, that's a really good question. Did I vacuum Jeremy's car when I ate my chippy popcorn bag? I have a further video on that. I wish I could show you on my phone, but I'm recording on my phone. There's a second part to that, and it's worse than the first. Someone said to me, "Do you have no pride?" And I said, "Have you been here for 2 years?" I love answering a question with a question, because how dumb is that? You ask a question, you go, whatever, whatever, and then you say, and then you answer the question. I want to punch people that do that. But no physical violence here. Thelma Thrift said future show detecting repop antique jewelry. Yes, that would be an amazing one. I would guess no, you did not vacuum. Pistachio, you're supposed to be on my side. But Pistachio, you're honest, I didn't vacuum it up. Oh, Katrina, I didn't know you've been here that long. Oh, you said, have you been here for 2 years? Yeah, I've been on YouTube for 2 years and too long. 2 years and too long. So it's been a lifetime, but it's been 2 years and too long. So, oh, you know what, Charlene? It's okay. It's only 2 minutes late. Charlene, my mom gave birth to me, and I refused to come out, so I was always late. And so I broke the baby bank too, by the way. That's a whole nother story. We'll save that for another night. Pistachio, it's not funny, but it's hilarious. I love you all so much because you finally, not finally, but you all get my humor, and I just mean what I say, and I love you all. I truly do. Oh, you started watching when I did the hat pins? Oh, that's awesome. You've been here a long time. That was a long time ago. Oh, thank you, Zambi, ma'am. Thank you for I subbed and we'll start working on your content. You have a lifetime ahead of you. You're going to be watching a lot, and please forgive me when I go nuts. Which is frequently. Yeah, the baby bank I broke the baby bank when it came out. My mom was going to have other kids, and I ruined it for her. So I ruined it. But I probably, never mind. I won't say it. Well, I would have eaten my brothers and sisters. I'm just kidding. So I'm just kidding. It's just fun. Oh, thank you, Kim. Eye Candy, thank you so much. I forgot to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day weekend. Oh, shoot. Thank you for the reminder. Everyone, please have a blessed day tomorrow, in memory of the people that have proudly served our country and have given, they always say the ultimate sacrifice, but I truly support our military and our police. I absolutely love what they do for us. They keep us safe, they keep us free. And please remember that tomorrow, but please remember it every day. I met a Vietnam veteran today. His name is Ed, and he's a very special man to me. And I found out that he was in Vietnam and he's now suffering from the chemicals. And I truly, truly love him and I love his service. And he reminds me very much so of my father. Yes, eye candy. I 100% agree with you because it's 100% true. And tell those people that you love them. And let's not forget when they come home. Let's not forget anyone when they come home from service. It does make me very frustrated that we would forget anyone that has defended us. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So, anyone out there that has someone that has defended our country, please say thank you to them. And please be respectful because that's that's just the way it is. So, all right, I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you so so much for tuning in. It was an epic live. And again, if you missed the 18 karat gold brooch from earlier, please race on over to the beginning part of the video. You have all been so incredibly epic. I truly love you because I do. Have a blessed, blessed holiday weekend. And thanks for tuning in. I will see you Thursday night, probably around 6 o'clock. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It was a pleasure. Thank you all so, so much. And for the super chats, I'm so grateful. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.